Yay.
Yay!
Yay!
Yes. Welcome back.
Yes! Oh, so ready for this. So, I'm not gonna lie. The Triple D team is a little fucking tired today. I know, Shae has been sleeping like shit. I did not get my damn nap.
Keep talking.
We got, Woodrow just literally, just got off of work and is, sat down ready to GM for us. And, Luke busted his ass off into Mo Gigantimo lawns today. So we're all a little bit fucking tired.
Just a little, but yeah.
But we're all fucking excited as shit to be able to play.
Yeah.
I've been playing with fire. I'm going to stop for a minute.
Probably a good idea. I mean,
I didn't say I was going to stop for the whole show. I'm just stopping for a little bit.
whatever.
Hello, feline.
Hello, feline.
Hey,
I see
flying
you.
feline.
I see
Skull.
that.
Troublemaker.
Oh.
I don't know how to pronounce that word that I posted from South Africa.
Well,
From South
unfortunately, I don't
Africa.
remember how to pronounce it either. So you're on.
I'm
you're on your own, homie.
super. Oh my gosh.
Where is it?
It's German or Dutch. It's like Yins and Njoid or some shit. I don't know. I can't remember.
Wow.
Where did you put it?
That's
Jensen
not right at
Fjord.
all. That's not right.
That's not right at all.
Yeah, Jensen.
I remember there was a G.
Nager.
Whoa.
Oh, Gesundheit.
That's
It looks like Gesundheit.
you did a
Gesundheit,
racism.
which is German for bless you, but yeah, that's what it
Supposedly
looked
means
like.
health.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interjection.
it's probably the same damn thing, to be honest.
All right, I'm going to do my best to not have the dice bounce out of the cage today,
Oh!
onto the floor.
I
Literally had
have,
to push the couch out of the way to find my D20. Holy shit!
I have
That wouldn't fit under the
unveiled the see. I'm trying to get it to understand. This is the number that we would like to see.
This is the number you
please.
show all the time.
This one. This is the good one. Not the exact opposite side of it. But yeah, so this is what I got when I went to MagFest and found people that were selling obscenely large dice and was
Obscenely
like,
large.
I need this in my life, and I need to not throw it, because if I throw it, I'm actually gonna put a hole in my wall.
So what I was
Yep.
saying when she bought this was she needs to buy 3 of those, put them in the bottom of a tube sock, and that is her con defense weapon.
Seriously, keep that in your car. It's like
For
something
real,
like a pool cue.
it
Tie
really is. It's
3
like a
tube
pool.
socks together and make one of those, a polo or whatever.
It's like a pool
bullet.
cue, but it's got a little, they're not
Little
pointy
pointies.
sharp, but they're
Right.
like
Oh, yeah.
pressure.
Well, I mean, you just swing it around in the sock, it'd become a mace.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
Sure,
hit
it's not
somebody
quite
in
as
the side
dense
of their
as a,
head and blind
yeah.
them. We could do that.
Well, I'm sure it's not
too.
quite as dense as a pool cue, but still, I mean, that's a
I
solid
don't think
chunk
it
of
needs
plastic.
to be.
No,
I think it's heavy.
It'd probably break your damn gaming table if it was.
I want to see the medical examiner be like, what the fuck object hit this person?
I have
Just
no
trying
idea.
to identify it by the
He's like-
impression.
It's like staring at it, and he's going, "Is that the marks of a 20? Is this a giant D20? Like,
They're
since
very
when are
strange,
nerds
symmetric
murderous?"
marks.
Someone rolled a natural one.
Yeah, the 1 is embedded in the head.
Somebody didn't make their con save.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oops.
We should not joke about that because that is not.
It is entirely funny.
It is
I mean,
hilarious.
no one,
In
no one
Minecraft.
actually died.
In Minecraft, yes. In Minecraft, it's better.
Yes, in Minecraft.
D&D Beyond. I should probably.
Whoa.
I don't have any of this shit open.
Why wouldn't
like,
you bookmark this shit?
Man, I have it bookmarked. Yeah.
Aren't y'all just fucking fancy little shits?
Listen, ever since Shae introduced me to Crit Crab, I've been watching a bunch of those videos,
Yep.
and I discovered Dungeon Dudes. I pestered Woodrow the other day. I was like, dude, have you seen this list? It was like a list of like these dudes. What is it, Nerdarchy or something like
Nerdarchy,
that? Yeah, they were making superheroes like D&D-ized comic book characters and whatnot.
That's awesome.
So I've been looking for all kinds of this stuff, man. It's been fun.
Yeah,
What's up, Seth?
Thank you, because I was trying to sound out that fucking name, and that wasn't going to happen.
Tokume.
Takume.
Yeah, Tokume.
I'm
Depends
kicking
on-
everyone who wants to call me out on not being able to pronounce shit.
Depends on how you want to put the emphasis.
Yeah.
Wrong
Is it
syllable.
Tokume? Is it
Tokume.
Tokume? Is it
Tokume.
Tokume?
Tokume.
I was-
Angry samurai.
Takume.
Tukume Lick.
Lick. Oh my gosh. Okay. Very nice. Look at him. He's like,
Tokume.
He's like, I want everyone to say it slow though. Tokume. No emphasis whatsoever. That's horrible.
Yep.
Okay. Are we ready to do this shit, guys? Are we ready to
First.
fucking...
Are we ever ready to do
I don't know. I'm a little delirious. I'm waiting for caffeine.
Okay, I've muted them
Caffeine to
both.
kick in.
Go ahead, Woodrow.
So, last time, before we went on, we came back, you'll remember that we had the poll up for which game won. I just wanted to remind people that Revenge of Zorg was the game that won, so the world that we are in is going to be a sci-fi one. So we'll start off with a little recap here and then get into the description.
Yes.
So, last time on Dice, Dames, and Dudes, the party found themselves on Volsung's ship, drifting out in the void, a place between places. Kirby crafted some designer bodies for the rest of the party as Volsung tried to explain the overly complicated nature of their circumstances, which are really confusing for everybody. Dis had some extra insight and explained to Brynn in private that they have a chance at something they've never had before, an actual choice in their fate, no longer being puppets of their code. While the party came to terms with their situation, Manos attempted to gain control of the ship instead. Kirby decided to pull them all back into the gameverse. The ship barely made it the transition between worlds before it was blown apart by a space battle happening in the skies above. Dis and Brynn were ripped out of the ship out of the back half as it splinters. Gizmo hits the escape pod functions and only ejects Volsung out of the cockpit. Kirby and Gizmo disappear with the rest of the ship over the horizon of the trees. As you guys are falling, Dis uses Featherfall to slow your descent, and as you come to a slow crawl to the trees below, you look up and see a vast night spacescape. There's two huge planets sort of off in the distance, and a smaller one sort of surrounding it. And there's these large vessels or ships up in space that are shooting these large booming cannons deep into space at some unseen threat. When one of them are hit by a massive artillery from somewhere deep in space, sort of explodes and breaks and slowly starts to separate in the sky before the view is cut off from the canopies, and you guys sort of glide below the trees, sort of pushing yourself off of branches as you guys make your way to the forest floor about 300 feet below the tree canopy. You gently glide down. The floor is gloomy and dank. Sunlight is mostly blocked by the foliage. Gaps send gloomy beams of light into the misty hot jungle below. As you guys drift down, you can see in some of the trees are these huge carved elven faces. They seem to be different races, but you can't fully make it out as you guys are gliding down. And
The ever-loving fuck.
you guys land, and Dis, I'm going to send you a DM real quick as you guys
Okay.
enter the jungle.
I was
think
gonna
one of
say,
those
I take
faces
off-
winked at me.
I take off my goggles for my improved dark vision. And that moon does not look like the Shattering. Nor the other. Brynn would know that in the game we come from, EverQuest 2, the moon is
right.
nothing but
Oh my.
shattered bits orbiting around.
See, this is what happens when you haven't played EverQuest 2 in like many decades at this point.
Yeah, same. I don't know anything
'Cause
about EverQuest
I'm
anymore.
like the Shattering, and you're like, as Brynn would know because of our backstory in the game, and I'm like, oh, that was a thing. I forgot.
I started
Look,
to joke about that. Sorry.
Brynn has been through a lot. Okay, she just found out that she's a fucking NPC from EverQuest. She doesn't know what the fuck's happening anymore.
Yeah, you just ended up in a space battle. You've never even seen ships before.
And I'm like, the fuck is this shit?
And
Makes sense.
in Brynn's defense, she wasn't an NPC.
Oh, okay, thank you.
She was a player tune.
Right,
That
just an
got
empty
stolen.
puppet. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dis, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Ooh. The fuck are you already doing?
I don't wanna.
Just
Yay,
don't wanna
20.
because
20? Okay.
20.
oh.
So, the message, the DM, you sort of get a direction with that.
Okay. So
And it's
Go.
similar to where the ship crashed. You guys can sort of, when you were falling into the canopy, you saw where the ship went and kind of saw like the pieces raining down to the jungle canopy. So you kind of can get a direction, but it'll be a survival check from you guys to see if you guys can find the right path.
So, does anyone else feel that? I'm asking you guys. Do either of you feel that?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yes. I mean, I feel a pull towards my ship, but is that what you're talking about?
Woodrow, I point in the direction that is applicable to me.
It's
Is
off of where the ship went by degrees. No, it's in a similar direction, but it's definitely not the same exact direction.
My pull is pulling me there.
Interesting. No, that way. Not almost the same direction, but more this way is what I'm feeling. What exactly are you feeling? Is it an energy source? Is it?
I'm still disoriented from the fact that we should have fallen a lot harder than we did.
I cast a thing so that we wouldn't die.
The magics. Don't worry.
Remember
it's
when we turned to
perfectly natural.
Mothra and we could glide?
I remember being forced into Mothra
It's stuck in
against
back like
my
a
will.
backpack.
That's right, you were on the back, weren't you?
Yeah.
Remember when I was Mothra?
Yes, I do. I remember that happening, and I remember being very disturbed.
And you didn't die?
Yes, and then I didn't die.
You have not died again.
Okay, well, I guess I
too
have
good.
to thank you for that then, right? Like,
I mean, that would be polite.
I'll consider it.
I'll take a number.
Right.
Join the queue. So it's a feeling of familiarity and danger.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. That's interesting.
That's the best way I can put
familiarity and danger. I mean, danger is definitely something you're very familiar with, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's a specific
suppose
kind
we
of
all
danger
know
that we're
I
feeling. is
I
what you're
forgot
saying.
your life was a cakewalk.
Yeah. No. Definitely not.
Luke was like, "What's a challenge? What?" Volsung's just happy.
By
I
the
just
way-
made mead.
We're just skipping over the whole horseless carriage that we found ourselves in before crashing. I'm just putting that out
There's
there.
a whole lot of horseless carriages going on up in the sky too. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Just think of it like the horseless carriage has the same spell you do, except it moves a lot faster.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I don't like these things that don't make sense.
You know what? The greater universe is kind of like that. There's a lot of shit that doesn't make sense. So,
You know, after I
What,
climbed in a mech at the bottom of Crossroads,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
and we saw
you'd
those
think.
goblins on jetpacks or whatever the fuck they were.
There you go.
Orcs.
See?
Very
Very similar,
Whatever.
except,
I'm willing to suspend some disbelief.
Well,
Agreed.
I mean, considering I'm looking at things that look like they should probably be, I don't know, fortresses, and instead they're somehow floating in the sky, I'm going to just go with I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Off over the horizon, we hear Volsung's disco ball armor start thumping to castles in the sky.
God damn it!
Thought you disabled that shit.
Don't worry, that
I
armor is
did
lost
too.
forever. I'm kidding.
God damn it, I was
Lost
going to
in the
follow it
jungle.
like a beacon.
It's like he's sending
try
a
it.
light out in the
Yep.
sky.
Try and
Find
find
it.
On your
it.
survival checks.
I've locked on to Volsung's pulse beacon.
Oh
Right.
my gosh.
All right, so I suggest we find my ship, at least one section of the ship, first, so we can have a ground base. Plus, we need to find Kirby and Gizmo.
Yes. So here's what I suggest: we go off since they're roughly similar directions.
Yes.
Let's split the difference. See which one we come to first.
All right.
And I mean, are pieces made to come off your ship?
Trust me, this is not the first time that I've had to reconstruct this ship, and
Okay.
the Eviscerator's a lot tougher than she looks.
I was just going to suggest that we might pack away anything we come up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I might be of use. I'm really good with some like mud and sticks and like tying stuff back together.
Rocks. Don't forget rocks.
Rocks,
Excellent.
yes.
Again, that wouldn't be the first time the ship has been fixed with mud, sticks, and rocks. So
And
yes.
fire.
And fire. Yeah, lots of fire.
Actually, he's going to have
Plasma
an
torches,
alternate
too.
use as a arc welder.
One of these days, I'll have to sit down and tell you about the third time I had to put this ship back together. It was that was a fun time. Fun.
Okay.
Restoring Eviscerators becoming a part-time hobby of mine. Anyway, yes. If you find any pieces of her, please put them in.
So,
Just hold them aside for me.
are we suggesting that in this super creepy forest with super creepy shit that doesn't make sense and way too many planets that I can see for some odd reason that we split up?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because you guys are being pulled in different directions.
Yep, we're
Roughly
going to
the same
head in.
direction.
Yeah, we're going to head in the same direction until one direction pulls us towards the ship, or if we come across this dangerous but familiar thing that Dis is feeling.
I really don't like
Kinda
that because I feel
shit.
like dangerous but familiar is going to end up being like
Death.
that ramen bitch again, or
No, that world
maybe.
got
I mean,
deleted, didn't it?
yes,
well,
but
we're
but
out of that world.
I was just gonna point out if this is apparently the second world that I have managed to escape from, wouldn't it stand to reason that other people might have figured it out a little bit?
Maybe, if they had a way out. Or wasn't our way out linked to Volsung?
Yeah. The only reason why we got out is because Giz found us.
Well,
was
I
able
mean,
to
she
tap
could have
into
hitched
my-
a ride with Manos, I suppose.
I'm not gonna put it past any of those bitches, is what I'm saying, because
Good-
they
good
all
call.
kind of.
In that case, it makes me wonder if the rest of them were just subroutines from Manos then. And he just pulled the rest of his programming, including them, out with him.
That
Fantastic.
this is way too much for me. I'm gonna walk that way.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm going to do
Everyone give me a
a
survival
quick
check.
perception check around us to see,
Okay.
like, is there anything useful around us? Anything alien? Anything to give
I mean,
us
it's all-
a little bit more information about the world we're on?
Also, after that, let me know before we leave.
All right, so 10 plus 12, 22.
22.
Yeah.
So you're sort of looking around as Brynn and Dis are trying to figure out the path to take, and you look up and you can see there's a lot of like eyes watching you up above, high up in the canopy, and you get a sense that you're just there's 300 feet up into the trees. There's probably a whole ecosystem up there, and you kind of can see that there are these weird reptilian primates. They don't seem to be hostile at all. They're just sort of watching you guys. You falling through the canopy seem to get their attention.
They're like, the fuck are you?
Devastating their civilization seems to have woken them.
You saw all the elf faces coming down. You sort of get a better glimpse at them, and you can see that there's several races that are portrayed there. There's on top wild elves. Underneath that, what looks like might be a sea elf. Underneath that, a drow face. Underneath that, a high elf, and then underneath that, some sort of strange elf you guys haven't seen before, with like all black eyes and extremely elongated ears.
Can we see this from where we're at right now, or is the canopy now blocking it?
No, those are carved on the trunks of the tree going up like totem poles. So you can kind of see different trees that are carved with these faces on them. And they have some significance, but they're more of, it doesn't seem, they're like on a path. They don't seem to be like a place of worship or anything. Like markers.
So they're kind of like path markers.
Awesome.
So
And,
wait, if we
hey-
follow the faces, does that mean that we'll probably end up at a village of one of these people?
Maybe.
That kind of leads me to my question. Do any of those faces look familiar?
Well, I mean, the middle one looks a little similar.
It does.
Similar.
That's why I asked. I'm wondering. You guys saw that big citadel basically thing that as we were falling down through the canopy. I'm wondering if that is the familiar but dangerous thing that Dis is feeling.
The citadel thing?
I don't know.
Did we not?
Are the
did I hear
faces
that
in the
wrong?
direction of the pole? I guess is.
No, they're actually off in the different direction from the crash and the pole. They're sort of the opposite way.
Okay.
But then there's a whole section of the jungle. So you're basically, instead of having north, east, south, and west, south is basically cut off from you guys, although you don't really know what the directions are, but just for frame of reference.
Yeah.
Right.
The south side of the jungle from where you guys have landed was hit by that bombardment from the artillery fire. So there's a big section behind you guys that you can smell beginning to like burn, and that you probably wouldn't want to go through because it would be just craters.
Okay, if that's our south, then which way is the pole relative?
The pole would be directly north. The crash would be northeast, and then the town would be mostly west.
So
The way the
signposts
faces are going.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they would go that way.
Okay. So let's go northeast.
Okay. Y'all lead from behind. Point me in the direction.
So we got the perception check from Volsung. I need a survival from Brynn and Dis, or you guys can assist each other, and someone roll with advantage, or I need a survival check. Just to see exactly where you guys end up.
15.
3.
Okay.
So I
So you
drag everyone along.
So the map,
Exactly.
the map I'm gonna have you pull up. This is actually the map river clearing.
River clearing. Okay.
Yeah.
And you said the
Once.
pull was north, and the crash was northeast.
Yep.
Okay.
Shae, can you hide us for a second? I gotta switch maps. River clearing. By the way, I downloaded them.
Okay.
Are you good?
I have to reshare first.
Oh, the aliens. I just had the bust.
That's Nice.
So, you guys end up trekking through. You guys are headed. You said mainly northeast, but sort of just in the northward.
Northeast,
path.
yes.
Yeah, north.
You guys come out of the thick jungle at some point, and you sort of see this relatively long river. It's like 15 to 25 feet long.
Okay.
And on the other side of it, it's sort of like a little opening, but then it goes back into jungle. And you can see where there's the break in the canopy. You can actually see the like cloud of white. I think it's white smoke after things are done burning, sort of coming up from the crash site. And it's sort of it's becoming almost like there's not much coming off it anymore, but you can kind of see where it is. Dis, what's your passive perception?
20.
20. So I think, yes. As you guys are sort of coming off and coming up to the water line, ahead of you, you see two figures sort of pop out of one of the tree lines, and you see sort of elongated bird-like lizards on two legs, got two little arms, or sort of long tails. They sort of run out and stop and look at you. But then behind you, you hear a bunch more movement in the brush. And let's go ahead and get initiative.
Shit's gonna go down, guys.
I hear things.
19 for initiative.
Woo.
14
I
plus
see dead
5.
birds.
Oh wow, 23.
Nat
Hit him
20.
with that axe.
So 30.
Okay, so you're
I hit
first.
with axe. That's what look, just because you know my song doesn't mean you got to share my secrets.
You said it's a 30 for you? 'Cause
Yes.
it's not 20? Yeah, okay. Oh, and they're only... Wow, you guys are putting them to shame. Okay, they're only on 15. Boop, boop. So, Dish, you notice that the two lizards come out of the tree line, and then behind you, you hear the noise, and you sort of look over your shoulder. You can sort of feel that hunting instinct of being prey, and there's about 4 more of them running down the path you guys had taken, sort of jumping over the logs and stuff, and they're trying to trap you at that river. But you're first, and they're probably about 40 feet behind you, running up on you full speed. But yeah, you're first.
Okay. So
Are they like super fast?
Yes, they're pretty fast.
Awesome. Okay.
They're about your speed, right?
where
Oh fuck.
where are we here?
In the middle. I'd put you in the middle on the river, just so you guys have room to move.
Okay.
Like at where the river line and you're on the bank of the
Right
thick
where that
trees.
little tiny
Okay,
right.
like this side
across
of the river.
that side, the other side.
This
yeah,
side.
right by that little bush.
Okay. All right, and they're coming at us from like down the shore or through this.
So the path that you guys came down, there's
Uh-huh.
4 more coming down behind, and then there's 2 more on the other side of the river, kind of watching
Okay.
you see where you go.
So wherever the fourth one is, I'm gonna bamf behind him
Gotcha.
and attack.
Gonna give me a.
Mahamana. Let's see.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Da. So let's see here. That's one. It's with advantage. So an 18 is the highest roll.
So wait, when you say with advantage, what the hell does that actually mean?
That
Means
means
you
that
have to re-roll.
you roll twice.
Oh right. Oh okay. You take the highest one. Got you. Okay. Sorry. Still learning terminologies is.
I've been like I said, I've been listening to a lot of these videos while I've been doing stuff. So it's starting to absorb by osmosis,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Well, it's good though. I need to.
Maybe.
I've been listening to like true crime podcasts and shit, so that hasn't.
Well, I mean, those are fun though.
They're fun, but they don't help me with D&D.
All right, where are we on this map up here?
You see where that little, like, if you come up from the bottom, do you see where that little, the bigger part of the embankment and that little like
That little red
bushes?
flower.
Yeah,
You guys are basically
We're-
at that little red flower.
we're right around there.
Oh, okay.
And then with the 18 that hits you, and you have advantage from the bracers, it's not a
Yes.
critical because they're aware of you, but you do get your sneak attack. Because they're not surprised.
They're not surprised.
Yeah.
They just are hurt now.
Oh, it's
It's
gonna get
just
hurt.
made.
They're not. They don't look super beefy. They just look hungry.
No food.
All right. So
Friend, not food.
that plus that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rolling damage on the wrong weapon. Hold on.
Oops. Shit. Click that.
That plus that.
I'm over here
So,
trying to figure out
30.
why I can't see.
30? Okay, so
Fuck.
just describe how you use your movement to teleport into the shadows and eviscerate this velociraptor.
I'm just going to reappear behind a tree. YOLO and stab him directly.
So wait, you reappear behind a tree and you're like, YOLO! And then stab!
Yes.
Okay.
And
You forgot about this, motherfucker.
Never forget about this!
I'm literally going to say surprise bitches because my purpose is to startle or somehow distract the four behind us to keep them from basically getting flanking on Brynn and Volsung.
Gotcha.
Solid, thanks.
So your movement, you teleport into the shadow right at the side of the tree, reaching out and just sort of... Are you using your rapier or a dagger?
I'm using my black karambit of
Okay,
death.
so you just basically hold
Shadow.
out the hooked blade, you spin it, and as you spin it, you sort of catch the torso of the raptor as it's running past, and it just basically eviscerates itself on your like sort of stiff form and collapses into the dirt. And the other one, sort of the other two in the back, one keeps running, doesn't seem to notice because it smells blood, and is just going in for the kill. The other two hear it and sort of turn, and they sort of hop around, and their demeanor changes, and they sort of start like looking at each other, and it seems like they're communicating in their body language, and they sort of ride off.
Oh shit, look what happened to Steve.
What happened to Tim?
Oh no! Where is Tim?
They turn around. They're sort of like moving themselves to try and cut you off from where they just saw you. But that makes it. You have a bonus action, so you can hide in the foliage.
I'm gonna hide in the foil.
In the foil, yeah. Words. And
Words are hard.
did you give me a stealth check?
I did. 19.
19. And then it's going to be Brynn.
Okay. So are there any like close to me? I know that they're coming up on me, but are there any like? There's not any that are close enough to hit.
No, they're
just
40
swinging.
feet away from you, running in full speed.
Um,
Yeah, you gotta move. You could throw your axe and hit them, I think, though.
Or
unless you're
shoot your
throwing
massive
them.
fucking...
I was
cannon.
gonna say I could shoot the gigantum cannon thing I have.
Hey,
Which
let her rip.
Sounds like fun because I would not be shooting it at.
Remember that had an AoE effect, so this is in the group.
Oh damn you,
20
Dis.
foot radius. It's a 20-foot radius.
Okay, maybe don't let her rip. Yeah.
Don't forget, you also have a couple of baddies over here.
Right, I was trying to see what the.
What do we got?
And they're
What do we
right
got
at their
going on?
shoreline, basically.
Okay.
They came right out of that like group of
So
trees right there.
what's the range on this? Like, how do I see that?
So I'm open. I have your.
Oh
open
shit!
right now.
Oh okay, no, I definitely it's 120 to 360 feet.
Damn.
It's a lot of range.
It's 20
or-
to 60 thrown. If you turn it into a. Oh wait, you're talking about the biofracture gun?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
got a lot of range. Yeah.
So I could fire that at the ones waiting across the river.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That
So
sounds
give me
like a
the-
plan.
Give me an attack to see if you hit. They'll still have to
Hello?
make a check, but your roll to hit is basically to see if the gun overloads. So if you hit a natural 20, it'll do double damage still.
23.
Okay, that hits. So I'm gonna go ahead and make them saves. That is okay. One of them does not make it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage is good fuck.
All of it.
26.
No, that is their health. Nice. Okay.
So I just disintegrate one of them entirely.
Disintegrated.
The save is a 15. So 14 is going to make it. So the other one makes it. So the other one doesn't get to completely eviscerated and dissolved. But the one that got the natural one on its save, it sees the sort of globule coming in and forming like the reptile ball of acid, and it sort of takes a snap at it and just it explodes. And when all the matter falls, there's no raptor there anymore. The other one seems to be like kind of moving back into the tree line just a little bit and shaking stuff off, and took half of that. So
I feel like the other one is like, don't eat glowy orb. Understood. Okay.
Understood. We have
Don't-
learned. Survive and breed.
Don't eat glowy orb. Okay. All right, and then
And that's 2 shots you've used out of the 10 now, though.
Right.
One out of the van, and then 1 now. So.
right. So I've only got 8 left. Okay, and then
Body. Oh, no.
are you
Steve.
okay, Steve?
And I don't know if you need to rage, but you can. You have a bonus action. I think that's basically almost all you can do as a bonus for you. You also, with the axe that you have, when someone hits you, you can use your reaction to get 1 attack on them until you finish a short rest. So you basically get 1 free attack when someone hits you every time you rest.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Since there's still more incoming, I will rage because that just seems like a smart thing to do.
Didn't you say that there was still one who smelled blood that was going after them?
But they haven't gotten their turn. When their turn,
Right.
When the whole encounter happened, that's where they were. So on their turn,
Okay.
that's where they're going.
I'm just making sure that I mark the appropriate number of dead bodies on the map.
And then yeah, so I didn't move at all. Yeah, but I can't really move anywhere. So that's fine. Just rage and
Could you?
Okay.
May I make a
I mean-
suggestion? And I don't want to metagame this,
Yeah.
but could you turn towards the enemies that are running at you instead of the ones across the river? Maybe.
oh, yeah, that's probably a decent
Facing
idea.
doesn't matter in this one. There's no like facing. You're
Okay.
considered kind of a 360 aware.
Well, that explains why I don't get surprise.
And there's nothing like I don't need to do anything, or I can't do anything like reload or anything like that.
You
right?
used your bonus, so
Yeah, that's what I was
rage,
thinking.
yeah.
I was just making
But
sure.
next round you can use your bonus because you will be raging to reload and shoot, and you'll be fine.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And then
And next time I'll rage, before I do anything, because that would make a lot more sense.
And hello,
And
everybody.
then when you're shooting, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't affect that. But it'd be Volsung's turn at 19.
All right. So there's one that's still running towards us, and then
Yeah, and one across the river that seems to be you don't know exactly what it's gonna do.
okay, and then there are 2 that are still trying to attack Dis.
Well, they look like they're looking around for Dis.
Okay.
But they don't know where Dis went.
Yeah, they're about 40 feet, 45 feet from you, though.
Okay, I need to redo the scale of this then. Continue, please.
How far away is the one that still smelled blood?
They're still 40 feet. They haven't moved on their turn.
Ten.
Once initiative started, you guys all acted before them, so everything sort of slowed down as they were coming in 40 feet away, and you guys all get to act before they move again. So they're still
All
there.
right.
They haven't moved.
I'm gonna bring the AK-47 up with the web ring and the poison ring on, and I'm going to look to incapacitate the closest one, stop it from moving, and any others that happen to be nearby.
And remember, when you use the web to tie up, it doesn't do the damage anymore. It's
Yeah.
just like a web. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I threw the poison ring on there instead.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, so
Is this about right, Woodrow?
Yeah.
20, 10 and 10, 20.
Yep, that's definitely
hit.
going to hit. So the
Okay.
one that you hit is locked down, and you can go ahead and roll poison damage.
Sorry, old habits.
It took a sec.
We bobbed it.
DC Constitution.
I like that Woodrow is like the fuck it. Oh.
Oh.
All right, 3d6 damage. 4, 5, and 1. So 6, 10.
10 total.
Yeah, 10 poison, yeah. 10 total.
So one of them gets locked down.
Oh, wait, no.
Sort
Plus 6, so
16.
16 total. Sorry.
Okay. So you hit its legs and it sort of slams down, and then you keep sort of shooting it and like wrap it up in this little cocoon. You see its like tail whapping. Its feet are trying to move, but they can't really, and its head sort of snapping around. You can see like these black sort of veins underneath the skin, and in its eyes sort of pulsing with the poison. And then their turn. Well, what? No, you have a bonus action and a movement still if you want to move. And your Bardic Inspiration is a bonus action as well.
Right. Let's see. Go ahead and I guess yeah, go ahead and use the Bardic Inspiration. I'll use Bardic Inspiration to I guess give Dis a D8 for their next whatever.
Yeah, you can use it on anything you roll. I think it's ability checks, saves, and attacks.
Oh, awesome.
Within 60 feet, that can hear you gains an inspiration die 1d8 for 10 minutes. This creature can add one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
This can be added
Thank you.
after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Yeah, so before I tell you whether you fail,
Cool.
Yep.
And then if you're not going to move and you're going to stay in the group, that would be their turn. So 5 is locked down. 4 and 3. Okay. Nope. Can't seem to find you. And you hear them, they sort of like back up and turn around like they're going to start running, using their movement towards the party. They used their action to try and perceive you, though, and their bonus action, you hear them like cawing, like the sort of like Jurassic Park, that sort of caw. And you could see the other one on the other side, like
2.
Shakes that. That one.
There's only one on the other side.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
number
Yeah.
2.
Oh, number 2.
The second
It sort of
one.
looks and the movement or the sound makes it jump into movement. It sort of runs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So it can actually get all the way to 5. It's double moving, and it's going to try to not go past you guys if it can. So it's just going to move all of its movement. It's got 80 for double move because it's got 40, so it can actually get there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right, so where do you want me to put it?
Right there at 5, and same with 3 and 4. You see them, and they all start like, well, the other one can't really, they've used their action, but they are over there next to it, and the other one starts trying to bite it and help break it out, giving it advantage on the escape, and it can't escape because it's a 15, and that's not enough. So it looks like they're trying to get the breeding male, save the breeding males, or something along those lines. And yes,
Yes.
you get the feeling that they're not focused on you guys at the moment, so you can either kill the rest of them or take the moment and flee.
Well, they move very much faster than us.
Mm-hmm. But
Like
you
a
get a
lot.
feeling that there's a chance they might not come after you, though. They get a sense that you're alpha predators.
They're like, bad idea. Everybody needs to go.
Yeah, because they just ran right past Brynn and Volsung.
It was like, nope,
And avoided them.
nope.
Yeah. Didn't
No,
even
no.
bother to engage. That's definitely saying something.
But it's up to you guys. You guys can take some trophies.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Do we still communicate telepathically between each other, or did we not do anything to recreate that
yet.
ring?
Not
Not yet. There hasn't been anything to recreate that.
Yeah, we didn't really get a chance to do much of that in the ship before Manos the virus.
It can be fixed
showed
once
up.
you guys find the ship, though.
Okay. Then what's the range on this fucking thing? Range
60
is
feet if it's message, I think.
30 plus 5 per level. Is it the level of casting or your level?
Wait, what are you looking at?
Minor illusion.
Oh, dang. Minor illusion? Yeah, it's the level of the spell you cast it at then. I think
All right,
that works. Shoot.
It's a cantrip, so I can
Oh, it's a
cast it.
cantrip.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's 30 foot. It's a 5-foot cube, not 5 foot per. See if you look, it says range/area. So that's 30 feet. You could cast it 30 feet away from you, and then you can a whole 5-foot area. So like the space that you inhabit, you can make a person.
Okay. So centered here. Oh, you can't fucking see blue, can you? Centered. Jesus.
I can see it.
White. Do white.
Centered here.
There we go.
Leche.
I'm going to make the most fucking ferocious dinosaur sound that I could possibly imagine
shit.
happen from there.
All right. All right. So
If need be, I'll take it from my memory of the T-Rexes in the valley
you
when we
you
escape.
can mimic that exactly actually, and your save is a 14, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. So the one that is biting at the nest sort of looks up at the other two, and the other two take off, and the other one seems focused on the one that's tied down. You guys aren't exactly sure what's going on, but it's still trying to bite them off and break it out. But the other two have taken off. 3 and 4 are now just darting back west off the map, completely off. They're gone.
Just noped the fuck out.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I don't want to play with whatever that is. I'm good.
You're my boy, Blue. But yeah, so that's your action, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, action.
My bonus action then is going to be Misty stepping back to Volsung and Brynn.
Okay. Ooh, yeah.
Let me see. Spells.
It's like 30 feet. Then you can move. You can use your movement to get the rest of the way, but it'll get you across on the other side of them easily. I think Misty steps only like.
Well, I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah, it's 30 feet. I just noticed that you put a sad face for the dead raptor up in
Yeah.
He's sad.
Is Shadow Step an action, a bonus action?
Shadow Step, from the way it was described to me, it actually uses your movement.
Okay.
That's why I didn't put a action or bonus action on it. I was told it used the movement, so I just kind of kept it similar to the way it was in the last campaign.
Okay,
Which
then
Yeah,
I will
a little
just use
overpowered,
that
but it's not a big
instead.
deal. Yeah,
So
that
I
gets
can
you all the way
actually be
there.
at them.
Yep.
And I've marked off the charges for it, for this one, and for last session as well.
All right, and remember, you have that thing that if you're like getting messed up on the battlefield, you can also use the blur ability with those charges.
Yeah.
Okay. And
BVD.
so yeah, you guys.
Sounds like a venereal disease.
It's drawers.
Yeah.
The other one, you see two sort of snap out the other raptor, and they sort of get up, look at you for a second, and the one that bit it out of there sort of like caws at the other one, and then they just sort of take off back into the forest.
So the one is like, I'm gonna fuck some bitches up, and the other one's like, dude, no. Like, you don't understand what just fucking happened. Let's just go, okay?
Did you see what they did to Steve? He turned into a ball of goo.
Steve is good. He bit in a little glowy orb, and then he just ceased to be. He's not a thing anymore.
The poor Jerry, he just like got torn in half.
DVDs.
BVD.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
So as you guys continue sort of across that river, is there anything you want to do to get across it, or are you guys walking through? It doesn't seem super deep. It is moving kind of fast, but it's like, I mean, maybe 3 feet deep at the deepest. It's pretty shallow.
I was about to say, didn't the raptor just run across it?
It just ran.
The raptor did the Jesus walk though,
Yeah.
like was running so fast.
Did the Jesus lizard thing across it?
Why don't you
Yeah.
a bad day across it? And if you melt,
No, he ran through it.
That's why I always got to be the one.
The
fine.
one that has the sandals.
The Jesus sandals of Jackie
Right.
Chan.
Can I? So before we venture across, can we like look for sticks or
No,
something in
I'm
case
just
it?
kidding.
No,
Absolutely
There's a
not.
log.
You got to go now. You got to make a decision right now because the forest is burning
There's a
around
log.
you.
I'm saying
There's a log on the other
There's a
side.
log.
I'm saying find sticks to use as like walking sticks. So if it does get a little fast, you have something that you can hopefully dig into the riverbed to help you keep your footing.
is this a babbling brook or is this like a raging river?
He said it's 3 feet deep at the deepest.
It's
I
3
know.
feet deep, but it's moving quickly. You can fucking. It doesn't take much
I
to
walk
like.
out.
Okay, fine.
Give me an athletics check. When you get to
Bitch ass. I'm sorry, dick bitch. Dick bitch.
Dick
That is-
bitch.
That is the appropriate.
19.
There's really
Nice.
slippery
I rolled.
rocks
I
there.
rolled. I rolled for the raptor too. So yeah, you're fine. It's pulling at your legs a little bit, but you felt like if maybe you stepped on a rock wrong, it might take you like into the water and get you drenched. But it's not gonna do anything.
Watch your footing. It's treacherous.
I'm all wet. I got wet. I don't like
You're not a cat anymore. You don't care.
So I still don't like water.
Barbarian, remember?
This does not bode well for our shower
Why?
scenes.
There's no one.
I
to
still
tip right
engage
now anyway.
the lightning boots, and I just run across.
No lightning. Don't say lightning while I'm in water.
No, I'm gonna need you. I'm just kidding. No, you're good.
All right, fine. The light speed boots. There we go.
As
Thank you.
as Dis is standing out and goes, "Watch your step. It's treacherous." Volsung just goes, splashing Dis with some water.
And I just stop right there on the other side of the bank. I'm kind of looking at the raptor or the
they're
puddle
not,
of goo.
They're not
There you
Smurfs.
go.
They've been
Yeah.
adapted. No, I'm not going to throw mine in the fucking water to see if it dissolves.
I'm gonna walk across, and the whole time I'm just flipping off Dis.
I slash Brynn.
Well, if we can't have a shower scene, we'll have a creep.
I mean,
Oh my gosh, it's like lake. It's like the kids at a
Lagoon?
summer
Lagoon?
camp.
Oh, God. Okay, so yeah, you guys go across. You guys kind of go into the the tree line and start walking around when Volsung, you actually see something sticking out of one of the thick trees. It's sort of like a big jungle tree with that twisted iron bar that you had described and been fond of, that you handmade to fix your vehicle. One of those many times it's been
Yes.
destroyed. And
one of the
it's sort
central pieces.
it's just like deep into this tree. About half of the bar is sticking out, but it's in there. And yeah, it's definitely you can get it out.
Do you want me to cut it out? I cut the tree down.
No, I don't think you need to cut the tree down.
Aw. I haven't
I
slashed
think
something in
I'm
a
going
minute.
to. I'm gonna do a little look around. Like I'm gonna walk around the tree, see what's up in the tree as well. Use my perception. Just see what's going on. Is there anything in the tree that's gonna jump down on me if I start disturbing it?
Give me that perception check.
He's like, I don't know. Is there?
All right. 10 plus 7, 17.
17. So you can see there's like a little beam of light coming through some of the canopy, and it sort of hits a part of the pole and other parts of the trees, and you can see movement on the tree. But when you look, it's just like a thin line of ants looking type insects, kind of going from the bar where the bar entered and sort of around it and into the tree. And then there's like sap or something running out of the tree along the bar, and you can see the ants are like moving along where the sap is.
It could kill you.
Interesting. All right.
Kind of set it on fire so you don't get bit by whatever the fuck those ant things are.
Do you see the things attacking your van? That's what those ants become.
That's what they grow into.
So they grow up to be.
Fuck.
Oh God.
That'd be horrible.
I
Writes
took
my
those
ears
from
down.
Alien Covenant, by the way.
I know. I know.
All right.
Yeah.
And
And it's about like 10 feet up, so it's like it fell, maybe bounced up into the tree, or fell at an angle where it hit low into the tree. So it's like 10 feet off the ground. It's not super high, but it's above your head height.
Yeah, so
Right.
Brynn could reach it.
Jump and grab it and pull it out.
Ah!
It's hard. It's gonna be a hard check. It's in there pretty fucking deep.
Aren't you 7'6" or something?
Okay.
6'7".
6'7", yeah,
You've grown.
something like that.
I've grown.
We should have remade your body like 9 feet tall.
Okay, so how about
thank you.
this? I'm going to use the whipcord and wrap around it, and
Ooh.
try to,
Pull it out.
yeah. How about
So
this?
wait, if
I'm
you're gonna
what
try
I'm-
to pull it, what if because if you have the ripcord, then we could both pull.
That's what I'm saying. You'd get advantage.
could assist.
Luke,
Yeah.
you'd be giving advantage to Brynn.
Well, either way, like we could both.
So
I
I've
could help
checked.
him, or he could help me, or whatever.
Yeah,
All of-
Brynn can roll. Okay.
All of our strengths are equal.
Oh, really?
I
Solid.
just checked.
Yep. So either way, it's gonna be one check with advantage, and it's gonna be the same probably. And
Let
you can
Luke
keep checking,
roll.
but-
Yeah. Okay.
Let Luke roll with advantage, because
Okay. Yeah. I'm good
that
with
I
that.
shouldn't. I should not roll.
You will impale me. With,
I'm gonna find a way to like kill us all trying to pull the bar
With
out.
a bar out of the tree, yeah.
Right. It was
Trees
just,
just don't work well.
Right.
thanks for
How I
coming,
got it
Frog.
for
Later,
Later,
frog.
bye,
Little
Froggy.
frog. All right. Yeah. This is better than trying to do it by myself. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wrap the whipcord around it. All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right.
I stand
So-
off to the side.
All right. Just be
This is
ready to
gonna be
duck
a
in
bitch.
case
In fact-
it goes wild. I'm going to try to control it, but and be mindful of this sap. I don't know what it is.
I'm going to stand on the other side of the tree, in fact.
Probably a good idea. All right.
The tree just breaks in half and then crushes down.
And falls the opposite direction of what you're pulling. Yeah.
Yes.
What am I adding anything to this?
Your
My
athletics.
athletics. Athletics. All right. So
Oh, wait. Do I still have that
plus
D8 die
7.
of advantage that you gave me?
Yeah, technically 10 minutes hasn't passed. This bar was just on the other side. You're probably about like 8 minutes. So in this encounter, if you wanted to get rid of that, I'll let you use it.
Volsung, I'm feeling pretty lucky.
yeah.
Thanks to, your awesome music. And
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I know it's good. Thanks. He's like,
Feeling
die.
lucky. That's I like the sound of this. What's up? What are we doing?
do you want me to take a pull on it since I feel pretty inspired at the moment?
Go for it.
Why don't you just join us?
Yeah, you can all three do it, and then just
I'm-
add the
Okay, fine.
You can. If you help Volsung, I'll let Volsung roll with advantage, and you roll the bardic inspiration die to add.
Oh, okay.
All right. So the first roll was 14. Second roll was a 9. So we'll go with the 14 plus the 7, so 21. And then
the D8.
let's
2.
see.
Okay, so you guys are pulling on it.
I feel inspired.
By the way,
You got
if it
23,
was
that
me
close.
pulling it, I would have had a 24. Just saying.
that still wouldn't have got it.
That still wouldn't have got it, huh?
Nope, it's a 25.
Oh, damn.
So you're sort of pulling on it, and you guys are all just like struggling. Ugh, what the fuck? And you notice the line of ants sort of stopped moving, and they're all sort of retreating off the bar. And they're pulling globs of the sap off of it, like what they can.
We're gonna take our shit and go home.
Retreating back into the tree. You see next to you, Dis, since you have the highest passive perception, the ones that were on the tree, not on the bar, are sort of moving down the ground, like past you guys, not at you, but next, like parallel to you. And sort of, I imagine you guys are all sort of faced away from the tree with the rope over your shoulder pulling, sort of like old, like slave style, pulling big blocks over. And
we need a fulcrum.
Well, you know the meme of like all the slaves pulling the blocks. That's all I think about when I see people doing that.
I mean, there's a lot of power because you're pulling down like that. So yeah.
Well, you whole body, but
we need a fulcrum.
The ants sort of start to do that like spiral of death thing you see them do when they don't have a nest, but they sort of, instead of just spiraling, they sort of start to stack up on each other and they form a shape, and it almost looks humanoid, but it's sort of mimicking Dis, and you can hear like noises, sort of like a little like.
I cast a spell.
Okay. Would you like to let me know which spell?
Very specific.
Comprehend languages.
Okay. So, you basically hear them asking, is this yours? Did you place it here? Can you help us remove it?
I'm trying. Can you help us remove it?
I've been trying.
Des.
I'm trying to see if it's something I can respond to or just understand.
Oh,
I think comprehend is you can try to communicate with them. Go ahead and give me, let's see, either insight or perform, or let's see. You also have rogues double speak, but that really wouldn't help. That's not like sign language.
Okay, insight is +2, performance is +5.
So performance.
Persuasion is +9.
I'll let you use persuasion.
Oh.
I'll say you're trying to use like hand movements and body language to communicate your intent to them.
I'm trying to literally say
like,
2 words.
Yes.
Can you help us? Woo! Like body language, like trying.
And I imagine Brynn and Volsung actually haven't noticed the form at first. They're just like pulling on the wires.
No, so you just see Dis like Zumbaing in the middle of the forest. You're like, the fuck are you doing?
Shut up! You guys
are you having a convulsion?
You guys just noticed Dis let go of the rope for a moment and then look up, and you can see this form of moving ant swarms in a humanoid form.
The fuck is that?
17.
It appears to be a form made out of moving ants.
I don't like it.
That looks like me.
Yeah.
That looks like that's mimicking Des and chittering.
Oh boy.
And
mimics.
And I chitter back, yes, all 3.
They sort of nod, like almost like it's an elven bow. It seems to be more of a wild elf thing, but they basically give you like a thank you, and then they say like, for working together, we'll give you a parting gift. Sort of is basically what they say, and you can see they all start to move up, and a swarm comes out and sort of goes along where the bar is stuck in the tree, and they're sort of waiting for you guys to start pulling, so you guys all work in unison. And I'm gonna roll an extra, basically like another bardic inspiration die to add to your guys' check.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys.
Yes.
So one of the things that I've learned over time is how to understand and communicate in languages that I wouldn't otherwise know. They're willing to help us.
So you talk to the
Fantastic.
ant you.
Yes.
That's really weird.
They want to give us the bar. They want it out of their tree. So in exchange for helping them remove it, they will give us a gift.
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
Thank them profusely and apologize for the damage to their home if you can.
I will
realize
attempt
that's
to do
a
so.
lot, but thank them.
If
nothing else,
if you
thank
can
them.
figure out how to
Start a
Zumba
fight.
your way through that conversation, that'd be great.
Thank you and sorry for the spear through your house.
Basically.
Do you want another roll?
Yeah. Well, to pull it out of the.
No, I just
Oh,
meant
yeah.
for the thank you and sorry for the spear through your house thing.
Oh yeah, when we get there. Yeah,
Okay.
you can do
All
that.
right, so another athletics check.
Yeah, and whoever wants to roll, it'd be with advantage. You guys are all helping, and then I'm basically gonna roll a d12 and have it.
My athletics is only +3.
My athletics is +7.
My athletics is +7.
Okay, so go ahead and roll then,
So
Luke.
first one is 11.
Ooh.
Yeah, second one's 18. There, that's better. All right,
Yeah, that
18
right
plus
there
7.
gets it.
That's
25.
25.
Plus 12 is
Plus
37.
12.
So they actually got the 12. Which is
They gift wrap the bar for you.
yeah.
They were
As
like,
you guys
take your shit and go home.
As you guys are pulling, you can feel there's some sort of like lubricant that wasn't there before. As the bar, when you're pulling, you can feel it spin in place and sort of start to move. And you guys, instead of
nice.
pulling it straight out, you guys sort of start to work it in sort of circles, and it kind of comes flying out. And you can see some of the sap coming off of it and glistening. And the ants sort of come down the tree and onto the bar, and they strip the bar of all the sap that's on it and sort of form a humanoid
Give us
shape.
this back.
They form a humanoid shape again, and in their hands they sort of have this like grapefruit-sized globule of the sap from their nest, and they sort of hold it out. And you hear clicking again, and since you have the spell there, they basically ask if you have anything to hold this, because it's very sticky.
I do have a water skin.
Yeah.
If they can affect a funnel type effect to get it into the water skin, because I don't have that.
Oh yeah, they could get it in there. They're ants. Put it,
I was
getting
gonna
it
say,
out.
they're
It'll be like getting honey out of there, though.
I mean, you just squeeze the skin.
Yeah. Cut it
That's
open, lick it, like poo.
Let's not go that far. I don't even know what this
Winnie
shit
the
does.
Winnie the Pooh.
So, I will attempt to thank them and apologize for the spear through their home and ask them what the sap does.
Give me that persuasion check.
That magical persuasion.
Well, you can understand what they're saying, so you're just like having, an advantage.
20 plus 9.
20. Okay, 29 is almost a 30. That's the highest you can get. I mean, you can roll higher, but the DC is stopped at 30. So, what they tell you is that the sap will... It can be used and abused. It can, as a drug, euphoria,
Oh, nice.
euphoric senses.
Oh,
or
gosh.
it can be
We gave it to-
refined. It can be refined into extremely powerful healing property.
Okay.
Excellent.
I thank them again, and I hand the water skin to Volsung.
And they do tell you that they don't know the process to turning it into healing stuff, because they just eat it. But the wild elves of the forest have perfected the sort of the skills to do that. So if you wanted to learn it, they would be the ones to talk to.
I relay that to Volsung, that they don't know how to... For them, it's just food, and for us, unrefined, it's just a drug, like a hallucinogen.
Oh my.
But if we refine it, it's a healing potion.
Fantastic.
Very powerful.
All right, well then I will put this into my bag of holding.
It's like elf crack, but for healing.
You have else crap now.
It's not mine. It is.
I'm just holding it for a friend.
Wild elf crack.
Yeah. So
Wow.
if we encounter the elves of the forest, they might be able to help you with the process. But you seem to be the one. All I'm good at is making poison. So.
Well, maybe I
good at
can teach you
hitting
some
things,
of the brewing
so.
along the way. Yeah.
Exactly.
I just punch shit.
And you're the holder of the hallucinogens anyway. So I mean.
I've got a few others. So how am I putting this into my inventory? Wild elf crack.
You could just put sentient swarm sap, because I like alliteration.
Me too.
Wow.
And I will do my little elven bow to the swarm.
They bow back and kind of watch you. They sort of stand and watch you. They don't really move. It's kind of awkward. It's kind of like, it's like, so bye. And then they just stand there and stare at you. So it's kind of weird. But they are insects.
Before I leave, I'm going to ask, does your swarm happen to know what's in this direction? And I'm going to point north-northeast.
So they don't really travel that far. But there's many ruins and a few villages. And then there's also been a big disturbance of vibration that came from a similar direction.
VW bus, got it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, by the way, if that upset your hive, because that's us.
No. But they do say that there's elven ruins in the area.
Okay. Ruins, village, stuff of that nature in that direction, guys.
Huh.
I was
Where
gonna
we're
say,
You got all
me
that
saying,
from the ants. Really? Are they... Question, then. Can you ask them if they are in connection with any other hives, nests near them? Like, are there others? And do we happen to have other parts of my ship buried?
Oh, that's a good question. The beginning of that was horrible, but I'll ask the second part. Brynn, what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
nothing.
That's the whole reason. Like, other hives around, and maybe help find parts o' ship, and, help other hives.
Parts of ship.
Yeah,
Sounds like
parts
a-
o' ship. Yes.
I feel like
Oh,
suddenly
oh,
I'm
oh,
in Rocco's Modern
O'Reilly.
Life.
Ship parts.
Parts ship.
Wow.
Do you have anything for a 68 VW bus?
No.
I will ask. God, how can I put this not Mong for them, because I don't want to insult their intelligence. If there are any other parts around
Similar to what we just pulled out of that tree.
that appeared at roughly the same time as the pole, we would like to know where they are, if they know.
Yeah,
So
that
there's-
totally didn't sound long.
Yeah, you didn't mention other swarms. You just said other ship parts, so that's good. Because mentioning other swarms would have been very bad.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
But you didn't say that. I was listening for the word swarm and nests. But no, they don't know of any other ship pieces or what you're referring to that has fallen, or any of these other iron bars. It's just this one
Okay.
just happened to be in their nest.
I'll just turn back to Volsung and say no.
We appreciate the information they've given us.
I bow again and move off in the direction that we were going anyway.
All right. So this time,
Glad you
You
were
guys get back-
translating.
Me too. I
um,
just viewed it as superfluous. I didn't know it was going to get us killed, but I'm glad either way.
Well, I mean, the editor sense kicked in.
It's like, this feels like it's unnecessary.
They helped us once. I'm not going to say that, we've married into the tribe at this point, or... I don't think the trust extends quite that far.
Volsung, as you're putting the bar away in your bag of holding, you notice that there's still some ants clinging to it, but they're not moving.
Interesting. Like, not moving at all, like as in dead?
No, give me a medicine check. No, just kidding. They don't look dead. When you get close, you can see the antennas and stuff kind of twitching, but they're just not trying to move.
They're not
It seems like they're
leaving.
hiding. Yeah.
They're hiding on the bar.
Let's see.
Dis, you want to ask them if they're freeloaders?
I haven't noticed it.
No way.
Hey, Dis,
Yes.
I seem to have a couple of hitchhikers. Can you
Shoot.
talk to them?
yeah.
Because I would really not like to take them from their home against their will.
So some of your colony
Good word.
appears to have not moved.
Vacated.
Return?
Why are they still there? How about that?
They basically explain that there's a type of insect that's born and that ventures off and explorers that are very curious scouts. And sometimes they come back with information.
Oh,
but
is it their
sometimes they don't.
Rumspringer? Oh, bless them! Before they come back to hive life, they want to experience the world.
They're Spazierengehen. Okay.
Yeah.
They have the Wanderlust.
Wanderlust.
Might I suggest that they hitch a ride on our persons instead of going in the bag where there is no air?
Yes, I highly recommend that. By the way, I don't. Did I ever get Jemmy pulled out of the machine, or did we ever get that far? I don't.
You
remember.
changed him to. You pulled him out as like a black widow, right? Like a crystal black widow.
Like a crystal and black spider. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I don't know if we ever got that far though.
Yeah, there was a little space of time where like Brynn and Dis were off doing their thing, and Volsung and Kirby were like fucking around because Kirby made the enhancement to Brynn's gun. So you could have been in the computer doing that at that point. Yeah, but no big deal.
Okay.
But he doesn't seem to be anywhere when you're interacting with this swarm. He doesn't seem to be out.
He's like, nope.
I'm good.
They don't-
I'm just
They
chilling.
don't like me. I'm not coming out.
But the ants
Right.
do when that information is sort of relayed, they'll sort of crawl off, and a couple of them go onto each of you, and just sort of hang out.
Ew, 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 ew.
And they're like like the size of like the last digit of your thumb. They're pretty big ants.
Ew,
Holy
ew,
shit.
ew,
Like bullet ants?
ow. No, they don't bite, right?
No, not unless you provoke them or talk.
They
shit.
haven't bitten, but
No, they're our friends.
I
They're
don't do
coming to
bugs.
hang out.
Look, Jemmy was one thing, okay, but like this.
If you pick them off you can, and they'll get it. They'll take the hint.
No, it's fine. I'll just.
They're pretty
How
smart.
many of the little guys do we have with us?
So you guys each have about 2 on you, and yeah, they can like repopulate and make new hives and shit like that. So it's basically for your ships to have. It's like a little engineer or something like that, because they're sentient. They can be taught, and they're actually as smart as people, or close
That's awesome.
to it. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, welcome on the adventure.
Oh
Stay
my
safe.
gosh, they could
don't
fix like
don't antagonize Jemmy. And
they could fix like little issues in your
Yeah.
computer
Uh-huh.
systems. Is that
Yep.
awesome?
Absolutely.
like good gremlins.
Yeah.
What happened
What?
to my little dude, by the way?
He's still on you.
Yeah.
Wherever you have him put. I think you got him like a little pouch made, didn't you?
I thought I had him on my shoulder, tucked above that little armor thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, that's where he would be.
Yeah,
I couldn't
like
remember. Okay.
between neck and pauldron, whatever you want to call that.
So then you kind of like look to your side in the pauldron, and you can see the 2 ants sort of go up there, and they like have their antennas going over him, and he's sort of like pushing them back with the stick a little bit, and then
Yeah.
they sort of get the hint and go away.
back up a
My
little bit.
spot. Find your
Find
own.
your own spot.
As we start to walk away, I'm going to explain to the 6 ants that are coming with us that I will not be able to indefinitely communicate with them.
Yeah, I seem okay with it.
Okay.
They're like, that's fine. You're kind of chatty.
You're kind of chatty.
I give Brynn the finger. We've
Can
got to
I-
work
can
out
I
a
teach
signal for
them-
when they need to tell me something.
Can I teach them to flip dis off?
There are 2 of them.
Listen up, guys. We do this to that. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Form
Yeah.
tiny
Yeah.
fist.
Look at the 2 on my shoulder. You guys sure about this? I mean, you're more than welcome to come, but I'm just making sure. Okay, here we go. So, yeah. Is there anything else on the piece of metal? Am I getting any kind of feeling off of it? Let's see. Does it make the pull any stronger?
To your ship? No.
Yeah, to the rest of my ship. I mean, I'll roll another perception check. 13 plus 10, 23.
No, you get the sense that the ship's it's in the same direction where it was. It's not.
Yeah.
There's no
The ship
stronger
hasn't
pull or
moved.
anything.
Yeah.
Well, the
I know.
connection doesn't get any stronger or anything. This isn't because this is just an iron rod that you twisted by hand out of heat and stuff, right? It's not alien tech.
Yeah. No. This is definitely an iron rod that Volsung twisted by hand while it was still hot to make an arch support for the van.
So edgelord.
Yes.
Uh,
By the way, you might want to use steel in the future. Iron has such a
there's
sensitivity to heat.
trust me. There's a reason. There's a story reason for it. Are you saying that in character, or are you saying that out of character?
Since my character in EQ2 also did armor smithing, I'm going to say that in character because I know the difference between iron and steel. One's
okay.
tier 1, the other's tier 3.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But listen, when you have limited supplies and limited whatever. Anyway, this is the only thing I had.
It happens.
Okay.
Shit
all I
happens.
had.
Whatever. You know what? You're worth it. Hey, once we find the pieces that are scattered all over this godforsaken jungle, you can help me put the ship back together. How about that?
Oh, gross.
I turned to the ants. He meant this lovely, beautiful jungle. And yeah, I'm just...
Yes, I do.
The ants carry Volsung up the tree. No, I'm just kidding.
never to be seen again.
Never to be seen again. No roll.
large-
Jimmy!
And Jemmy's like, that's your bad.
A large
Yeah,
picked
Jemmy's
clean
on
femur
discount.
falls to the forest floor.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, they picked that monkey apart quick.
They were just waiting. They heard
Right?
what you said about other swarms.
They were
I
like,
can't understand
everyone
Elven.
agreed.
But they don't. No one here was speaking Elven, so
No.
no one tried.
Well, I mean, there's only one of us that
Do they
can
tell
speak
me that they
Elven,
speak
theoretically.
Elven?
No.
No. Well, shit.
Okay, fine. I will go through my list. Common.
I'm
Undercommon.
just kidding. They don't speak Elven.
God damn it. I hate you
no.
all.
I mean, all I speak is common and gnomish, so
Yeah, but what languages do you guys have? Because you have Gnomon and Elvish, or Gnomon and Common,
I
Elvish
mean, I had
and Common.
Dwarven last season.
Common and
Common.
gnomish.
And
Common,
drunk.
drow, elf, thief can't, and undercommon.
Oh shit! Nice. Okay, that's good to know. So,
I have nothing.
you guys
don't.
continue on your trek. Go ahead and give me just perception checks, or survival. If your survival's higher, you can do that.
Oh, they're exactly the same.
Ha.
Oh. I'm still
16.
weirded out by having ants on me because I got an 11.
I got a 16.
16. All
Yep.
right.
I also got a 16. Or my
So
passives of 20.
That is true.
My passive is a 20 as well.
Oh, you got a 20 passive too? Nice.
I have a
That's for some
passive
reason
20
you had
for
a-
insight and a passive 20 for perception.
Same.
Okay, that's also good to know.
Oh.
So
Passive
Go ahead
intelligence
and-
of 15.
pull
I
up,
don't have that.
if you will, the Elven statue map.
No spoilers or anything. But
No, shit. Sorry. I threw things.
so violent.
I know. I'm angry issues.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're good.
We might even give you 2 seconds. But 3 is asking a little much.
Oh, Shae, when I went to the store, bought jerky.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
With your 20 passives and keeping an eye out, you guys come to this sort of clearing. The pathway goes through, and up on your right you can see an elven statue with its hands out, and in both hands you can see 2 planets. They look relatively the same. There's not a big difference between the two. One's a little smaller. They do resemble the ones that you can see in the sky right now in the clearing. And as you're kind of like in awe of this huge statue, you see. So the cliff is about 100 feet up, and then that statue is about 80 feet. Or it's about 100 feet. And up about 80 feet up on the statue is that dream catcher just sort of glistening in the sunlight, catching it. And you can like barely make it out, but it sort of turns and you see all the little skulls and all your little trinkets hanging from like up on part of the elven's face, sort of hanging on the ear.
Oh, that's yours?
I'm sure that's some kind of taboo desecration. Fuck, they're gonna try.
What kind of elf is it?
It's a wild elf.
Wouldn't be the first time I've desecrated some temple statue accidentally. Fuck. Not again. Okay, so you guys, you see that up there? See that thing? We need that. So
Your ship doesn't know how to like fall apart without being incredibly offensive to
it
everyone.
got shot to pieces. I mean, I don't know.
And just disgrace the whole jungle.
Right?
Desecrated.
Like,
Every single living thing in
excuse
here
me for
is
bleeding
offended.
all over your white carpet while I've been shot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should.
yeah.
You're gonna have to pay for this.
Woodrow, how big is that ear?
We'll burn that bridge when we get there. We need to get that thing off of that statue.
Is it hanging off like the top of the ear, or is it closer
Like the
to the
tip. It's the tip of the ear sort of cut and it's just sort of like bouncing up there. Like the piece that hung on the mirror is sort of hung at the very tip of the ear, like barely at the top.
Oh, fuck.
So it's
That
not
is
it's
a
not,
lucky
it's not,
drop.
It's not slid down like very much. Just
Okay.
hanging in the wind.
Is
Alright.
there space between the ear and the head, I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah. It's like put your back and your feet, like work your way up. Totally do that.
How fucking tall is this ear?
Yeah, how tall is this statue?
The statue's 100 feet tall.
Okay.
And the cliff to get to the statue is 100 feet. So the thing is about 180 feet up in the sky.
Solid.
Fuck.
I teleport.
I like how Woodrow's like, yes, you could try. Let's hear what happens. Tell me more. You teleport and
And
Well, now I don't
Where
want
do
to
you-
do it after all that shit you just said.
how do you position how do you see yourself positioned on the face or head or whatever of this
Does
elf?
the statue look sturdy from what I can tell?
With a passive perception of 20, the statue seems sturdy, yes. Very good make. Crafted by magic.
very
Does it
good
s-
make.
Does it seem like I would have an easier time reaching it from the head or from, I don't know, the stalk of the ear, whatever you want to call it?
Probably reaching down from the top of the head might be a little easier than climbing up on the inner ear, maybe.
Okay.
You're not 100% sure.
I like how you're not 100% sure, so you're like, yeah, you don't actually know if that's better or not, but it might be.
Well, the DC is probably going to be relatively the same, so that's
Would
fine.
you like an intelligence check for me to be asking these questions? Would that make you feel better?
You can give me an intelligence check and I'll come up with something.
Love it.
Never offer.
That's how this works.
11.
Yep.
11. Yeah, it looks like either one's just as good.
Perfect.
Both are probably fine.
Probably. Maybe.
Not fine at all.
To the head.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm fine.
this teleports up onto the top of the head and kind of peeks over and sees that it's a stretch, but you could make an acrobatics check or an athletics. I would say acrobatics because you're stretching and trying to hold on, but you can do either one. Doesn't really matter, I guess. They're both kind of the same thing. You really like it's an argument on the forums. It's like what acrobatics and dex are.
I always understood it to be acrobatics is anything you do in the air. Athletics is on the ground.
No, that's not how this one works. It's for this
Okay.
athletics is like landing on the ground, gripping things, grappling. The only thing acrobatics is for like breaking out of grapples if you're a dex-based character almost. There's
21.
some other things too, but ooh, okay. So you reach out and you get your hand on the dream catcher and you notice that right at the ear where you're reaching over, there was sort of like a little piece that looked like a gray ball that looked like it was part of the statue. And you see it clearly move. It doesn't surprise you or anything, but give me an initiative check real quick. See if you can teleport before it gets... Oh, yeah, you're probably going to beat its initiative.
22.
Yeah, so you grab the dream catcher, and as you do that, it's your turn first, but something does move towards your arm, and it looks like it's a giant centipede.
No, what's with these
no.
fucking... All these fucking bugs, man.
You're in a jungle.
That's why I don't like jungles.
Right?
There's so many bugs.
And it's your turn, so you could obviously teleport away again, and you didn't make initiative, so... But that's another charge, so...
Mark it.
Unless you use, like, Misty Step.
Mark it. I teleport the fuck away.
You mean you don't want to get paralyzed? It's no big deal getting paralyzed 180 feet up in the sky.
guy.
So you guys see Dis.
Hold on. Can I run and jump? It'll save me a charge.
Yeah, you can do that. It's your
Okay.
turn. you beat it at initiative.
Then I run and jump off the head,
Sick.
diving towards the party.
Swan dive?
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Sick.
So pretty.
And you see behind a giant centipede elegantly swan dive. I'm just kidding.
A centipede
wow.
with wings.
But you see Dis sort of jump off the head real quick, like reach over on the side, grab it, and all of a sudden move quickly, jump up, and just swan dive off the statue. And you guys' heart race for a moment, when then you can see the giant centipede actually crawl up on the other side of the head and sort of like where Dis was, and you're like, oh!
Oh,
that's why you did that.
That's
I
terrible. Let's not do that.
And,
right
Dis
before I
steps-
dive, I'm telling every animal clinging to me, hold on tight.
Hold the fuck on.
You
It's
cast
gonna get
Featherfall
hairy.
for you, the ants, and the little gnome. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, giant centipede.
I just want you to know I now have Knife Party's centipede stuck in my head because of you.
But there's just sort of slowly falls back to the ground. You can see that there's sort of a nest of them up there on that statue that's sort of like away. You can see some of them on the other side of the statue are sort of crawling around in the light, and trying to figure out what just happened from all that, from the movement. And as you kind of are watching this horrific scene unfold up on the statue of these giant brown and gray centipedes crawling around it, you see a little orb, like a little like glowing golden orb sort of coming down the path at you, and it's sort of bobbing like a lantern, and then it stops, and then you see something dart down at the trees, and you hear a meow as it sort of goes through it and tries to like swat at it, and lands on the ground and jumps up in the air and swats at it, and you can see a fluffy cat, like a fluffy white and black cat with wings, with like owl wings, that's sort of dive bombing this glowing orb, and then it seems like the orb starts moving your way in a quick fashion as like this little like flying cat sort of chases it, but it's coming from the way you guys were coming.
It's Johnny.
It's fucking Johnny. That'd be funny.
Do you say that, or do you just?
Yeah.
It stops, and then like backs up,
Oh,
and then it like I guess moves like it's looking around, but you can't really. It doesn't have eyes, it's just moving, and then it sort of slowly starts coming towards you.
it's like, hold up, you see me? Suspect.
And then
I
the cat sort of comes at it. It moves up higher, but then the cat just flies to swat it. And the wisp is just defeated. It just goes back slower to the ground. And dude, then
Out of game. Could that possibly be a flying feline?
it is a tressum. And a
I don't
tressum
know
is
that
a
word.
flying
What I do
feline.
know is tresemme.
I
So
don't know that word.
Chesapeake. Ooh la
Ooh
la.
la la.
Woodrow is getting us ready for the shower scene. He has supplied shampoo and conditioner.
And the cat does not seem to be paying attention to you. It seems to be obsessed with whatever this glowing orb is. And then the orb sort of goes through Dis and it doesn't come out. It doesn't come out, and Dis.
Ah!
Consent.
Consent. You don't feel that. Let's see.
You feel a distinct lack of that.
You weren't hit. You don't have any wounds.
Ow.
Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Okay. So this is gonna be interesting. You feel blessed.
I wouldn't go that far.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blast.
And all of you kind of do, actually. And you all feel like if you were to make any attacks and stuff, you'd get a D4 added to it.
That's a pretty specific feeling.
Yeah.
That is one hell of a feeling.
No, but you do. You feel a warm presence come over you that you felt before. It seems familiar.
A warm presence. Was there fire involved?
Nope.
Did you pee yourself? That kind of one?
Interesting.
Does it feel old, young, male, female?
It
Light,
feels annoyed.
Johnny.
And it
Yeah.
feels not really good or evil. It just feels meh.
Chaotic meh.
Chaotic
Yeah.
meh, yeah.
That sounds like Johnny.
So, how you doing, Johnny?
Look,
You get the
when-
feeling that it can't communicate in this form.
I look
Right.
down at my chest. When we get where we're going to have a conversation about this. I want you to know that. And you owe me rent.
I mean, I feel like that's very fair.
The cat is annoyingly just looking at this. It doesn't
just-
meow, it just looks.
I'll do the like open-handed, palms up kind of, like what can you do?
What? It's not my fault.
Darts up into the
Ki-
trees. You can hear it padding around up there, and some leaves fall. Kind of out of your vision, but kind of you can every now and then you look up and you'll see it. You guys continue on your path.
I'll toss up some jerkified meat as we continue on our path.
Nice.
By the way, Brynn, I don't know if you've realized this yet. We lost our unlimited supply of jerkified meat.
Oh, why did you have to tell me?
Better now than later. That's
Could have killed the raptors.
Can we go back to the crater of the liquefied raptor?
I trust me, Raptor is stringy. You may not enjoy it.
But
Yeah.
that raptor is
Maybe you
soupy.
will. It's whatever.
Well, and all infused with antimatter radiation and all that.
Well, that I would definitely not eat. I mean, that's not even good for a side of chips or anything like that. It's just gross. Yeah.
No, just
Yeah.
dying slowly from the inside out. That's
Yes.
Um,
But could we fling that at somebody? Next time we liquefy somebody, we're gonna take a sample.
yes, that is the correct way. Getting
the way.
a sample from that might be a good thing. You never know what you can make out of crap.
Well, exactly.
Crap. Quite
Raw
literally.
material.
Do I have like little jars or anything?
I don't know. Do you?
I do not see them, so I'm going to have to assume that they are in the rest of my ship. So I need to find
Yeah,
my fucking
probably.
ship so I can get some jars.
Fine.
No
I-
disintegrations.
I hand him an empty potion vial since I kept them from our potions of cure light plus whatever.
Thank you.
And it's what we had put the holy water in and all that, so we just kept reusing it. So
Yes.
Solid.
I don't throw things away that are useful.
I don't throw things away.
Yeah.
Period.
All right,
Okay,
I have a
listen,
problem.
You handed me back the 2 vials that I threw you guys for healing potions.
I thought I got these from Kirby.
I mean,
No, we got these before you were in the game.
Oh, okay.
But I
I'm
will
assuming
give
you
you
probably.
that.
So you think? I don't know if anyone's ever said that they discarded their vials, so we can just say
Yeah.
that everyone has a couple of them.
All right.
I'll
All
have
right.
another.
We'll have another. Well, you know what? I think I will.
So,
Can I go grab more coffee right before we?
yeah. No worries. I'm actually gonna get a drink if you're gonna do that too, real fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some coffee.
Intermission.
I also have 4 flasks on me.
Alcoholic.
I'm reducing my quantity of water skins by 1. And I will reduce my quantities of flasks by 1. Yeah, they don't have vials.
So,
So,
totally unrelated, but still work in progress,
that looks fucking awesome. Hold on.
right?
Oh,
We're
I wonder if
getting there.
John's still here.
I don't know, John. If you're
Damn,
still
that looks-
here, what is this? Ba, ba, ba,
Fucking
ba.
dope.
That
Yep.
turned out so good.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
it-
isn't done either. I'm adding a couple more of the orange so it's nice and tall, and then I'm gonna heat them up again and put it upside down so I can get them to go more, instead of going out, have them go more up.
Just
Just
be
a little
careful
bit.
because that looks fucking amazing already.
Yeah. That's not bad, right? The flaming finger. So excited.
Now you just, need to be nude and have a dick.
Negative Ghost Rider.
See, everyone wants to be like me. You know what? I just need to buy a red wig.
Yeah, and then you can cosplay this.
Yeah. Oh, show Luke.
Oh yeah. So I'm adding a couple more of the orange, but
Oh yeah, it's definitely looking like fire. Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool.
and it will hold its shape, which makes me so happy.
Luke, on the D&D Beyond inventory system, the only
Yeah.
thing that they don't have vials. So I took flasks, and I have reduced the number of flasks in my inventory by 1 for you.
Yeah, you can also
Okay.
do
How
custom
do I-
items and make something named a vial if you want, like or just rename the flasks. Or just
Okay.
keep them flasks, doesn't matter.
I like
I'm
it.
just
I'd like
OCD,
flask.
so I have to change everything on my character sheet, so that's why I say it. Because I'm like, no, this is not a fucking flask. This is specifically a large vial that holds blah 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 and weird.
So much
How-
different.
How do you
Also
add something
large
to?
holding.
It'll be custom item. So there's like a little.
So inventory,
to
manage
inventory.
inventory, add custom
Oh.
item.
Oh
Manage
yeah.
inventory.
You know, it's really funny.
Custom item.
Y'all are like, oh, I've got all these other possessions. You know what? Brynn ain't got shit, because the entire time we got anything,
Everyone-
I'd be like, hey, hold this for me.
Yes.
All right, so
So I have like,
A gun and an axe and armor.
I have a gun, an axe, armor, and energy cell. That's literally all I have.
You should have
Oh.
pouches and stuff. We can go through and add pouches and shit too. Well, if you want them.
We can buy you some. I fortunately still have 837 gold.
Is there a place to put like money?
Yes.
Oh wait, you held all our money too. Oh. I'm a sugar baby, apparently.
Yes.
Brynn just kept it in her armor.
No, I kept it. I kept it where no one gets
Are
it.
you trying to say your prison pocket?
No, I was gonna say my fucking my chest plate. You dirty hoe.
Prison pocket.
I'm not putting shit up there.
Oh my god, it's already up there. You don't gotta put shit up there. It's already there.
Oh my god.
That's where it comes from.
All right. So, go ahead. Let's see. Everyone, give me the same thing: survival or perception checks, real quick. See where you end up.
28
Okay.
for
Yeah.
perception.
Mine is less than my passive, so
17.
All right. So you guys don't go off track. You guys continue through. You guys go into a thicker part of the jungle. But after you go on that path, the sky is once off cut again. It's sort of dark.
yeah.
And as you guys are walking through, the path sort of winds away. You were on a game trail that was then turned into an actual trail that seemed like elves used. And it's sort of gone back off, like been whatever section of the forest that the elves had over here has been sort of abandoned for the most part and been overgrown. You guys, the Volsung, you hear a familiar humming. That sort of pull that you were looking for clicks. You're like, you hear that alien technology, the humming, that you're so used to feeling. And you sort of look, and you start walking a little off direction. And you can see behind some trees in that darkness, there's a pulsing reddish, like a stable reddish light that then pulses a purple bluish and then goes back to like snaps back to a red. And the humming gets like more like louder when it's in the blue and purplish, but then when it snaps back to the red, it almost cuts off. And as you're sort of looking, it's in this cluster of vines that sort of are hanging underneath the canopy. It's just sort of like this above you. There's all these sort of vines, and if you look off where this purple light is, you can actually see part of the alien tech is there. That's one of the hard drives to your ship, or a piece of it anyway. It's sort of regrowing and fixing itself like it does. And next to it is the staff of healing, Kirby's staff of healing, also tangled in these vines. They're hanging sort of down over what looks like a blue, nice, clear pond of still water with like lily pads and stuff sort of on top of it.
Thank you for giving me a hint.
Yeah, no, I was about to tell you what to bring up, and in it is a skeleton of like what looks like kind of like some sort of dinosaur, and it's going to be the pond map.
Yep. Already working on it. Share. Shae, can you blot us out?
Oh my gosh. Sorry,
got it. You're good.
Okay. My mouse is not cooperating.
Those aliens trip me out every time they do that. So, the vines aren't on here, but just assume that there's a whole layer of vines above you here that's probably like 50 feet above.
Where are we coming?
You guys
in
would
from
be,
this turn?
yeah, like right there, yeah.
Okay.
And this is a little offshoot of the trail, so you'd be going back that way. And then vines they hang over the pool, and over the pool is where the hard drive is, right in the middle, about where the gut of that dinosaur is. And then the staff is about over those lily pads. Yeah, that's good enough, because it's thick. It's thick as fuck.
Thanks, sorry.
That's what she said.
It's thick as fuck.
No one jumped on it. So.
No one did.
Why would we? It's thick as fuck. That's
That's what she-
damaging.
Dang it.
Wow. Damn. Bro.
Yeah, so in the middle is the hard drive, right under its rib, and then over those lily pads are sort of the staff of holding. And you guys are right at the base. And so it's about 50 feet up and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. About 35 feet out from you guys into that pond.
50 feet up, you said?
Yeah.
These squares are 5 feet each.
5 feet, yep.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to piss on Woodrow's mojo here. Might I suggest something?
Yes.
Stupid.
Yes.
Mage hand.
Try it.
I tried.
Read the spell.
30 feet per round.
Yeah, keep reading.
You can use the
It
hand to
being-
manipulate an object.
That isn't being carried or held. So you can use it.
The hand can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds. The hand lasts for the duration or until you dismiss it. The hand vanishes if you move. You can use the action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item, pour the contents out of a vial. You can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you use it. Can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds. I'm literally reading the entire
Yeah.
thing. So if you want to rule that it can't grab something entangled, that's fine.
see. Well, it should be something that's not being holed, but I guess they took that out. That must have been retconned. Nice. Yeah, you can use it. I thought it used to be if something was like actually holding the item, you'd have to use a creature as holding it. But it's not on there anymore.
If you want to make it a strength check and the mage hand doesn't have the
for you, actually how it works for you is different. So the staff and stuff you can carry. It's within the range. You can move it, but you have to like pickpocket because it's a creature holding it. So it's like it's not a loose item.
Okay, and
so
don't I not get the ability to pickpocket with mage hand until level 11 if I remember right?
I thought actually rogues got that. I thought you guys got it earlier, but it might not be. You'd have to look.
I'll look.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played a rogue.
It's been a while.
Been a while since
Are you
I
straight
played
rogue?
5e.
I'm
Oh, wow.
Sorry. That was kind of funny.
Bi rogue? I don't know. Kidding.
Trans rogue.
I have a female identifying female.
So here, no, you get it at level 3. Yeah, you can stow one
okay.
object that is in the hand or being worn or carried by another creature with your mage hand. So that's where it is. So you can't do it. It's just
mage
not
hand
in the
ledger
spell
domain.
for some reason.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason it's not in the spell, but yet if this was a thing, you wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't be. It should be in the description. But yeah, because you have this, you can basically make an attempted. Is what it was supposed to be. Is you to use sleight of hand. Is what it was supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a big.
Okay. Yeah, you can retrieve an object in a container water carried by another creature. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep.
I have to succeed on a dexterity sleight of hand check contested with the creature's wisdom perception.
Wisdom perception. Yeah, and it's vines.
So, dexterity sleight of hand.
Yep.
19.
19. So which one are you going for first?
The staff.
The staff. Okay. So the staff comes out, sort of slides out, and sort of sinks one end. The end that you're grabbing stays. The other end sort of swings down and sort of starts floating towards you as you're pulling it. Volsung and Dis, you guys notice, but Brynn, you don't notice. As you're sort of like Yodaing the staff over, Volsung, you turn and you can see vines that are hanging down have been slowly going down and are going to try to grab at Brynn. So everyone needs initiative just to see what acts first in this moment now that you guys have noticed and there's no surprise.
Not me.
Let's see. 19.
Ooh. 24, 19, and what did you say, Brynn?
11.
11. Okay.
With your plus?
That, yep.
So, you are currently you're concentrating on Mage Hand. You haven't used your action this turn to do that. This is sort of after that moment, but you still have a concentration on that spell. But you can still have your action bonus and movement. As long as you don't cast another concentration spell, you can hold the staff in place there.
As long as I don't cast another spell, you said?
That has concentration.
Oh, this
you
doesn't
can cast
require...
other spells, yeah.
This doesn't require concentration. That's lovely. Yep. Okay. Jesus. I'm sorry, I'm just reading.
You're good.
I cast Fairy Fire on the vines.
Okay. Well, Fairy Fire is concentration, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. If
yeah,
it has
fuck.
like
Never mind.
Yeah.
How do I uncast it? Son of a bitch. In that case, I'm not going to cast it if I can't cast it. Then I'm going to cast Frostbite on the vines instead.
Nice. Good choice. Good choice.
Well, I was trying to do something to help the party by making all the vines glow blue. So Brynn could notice them and everyone have advantage on the rolls. But
See, yeah,
Not
give me an attack.
Spell attack is +7, so is it just a d20?
Yeah, it's just an attack +7.
16.
16 does hit.
6.
And that reduces movement as well, right? So 6, so half is 3. You see that it doesn't do as much damage as you think it should to a plant. These plants seem to be very resilient, and there might be like a little bit of magic in their sentience. But they definitely have resistance to cold. 3. And its movement is slowed, which they by 10 feet, I think, right?
It just says disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll.
Oh, okay, so that's actually different. I thought that was so sick, dope. That means they'll have disadvantage on that attack, and then it's Volsung, I believe, with a 19. If you're not doing anything else with your turn, that is.
No, I didn't use movement, but I'm not gonna. Well, can I bonus action hide?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay, then I do that. I'll roll it in just 1 second.
You
I
get
gotta
the
mark
sense that these things don't use sight, so hiding from them might be
Pointless.
impossible. Yeah. They're immune to like blind, deafen. They have blind sight, all that shit. So.
Then what's my option? Disengage.
That would be if you wanted to move away without getting attacked, but none of them are right next to you.
Then
They
I
seem
do
to be
nothing.
focused on, yeah. So. Then it's gonna be Volsung.
Is this classified as a beast?
No, this is a
Okay.
plant.
Okay, this is a plant. All right. Well then. Fuck. You said 35 feet out in the center, right?
50 feet up.
50 feet up. Yeah, I do not like that. How far away are the vines from Brynn?
They're within striking distance of her, so they're 5 feet above her, basically.
From
They're
little
just kinda
clueless Brynn.
My action is look out.
Well, they got a 19 for their sneak, so I mean their stealth or whatever. But you guys, it's still enough for you to see them.
Look out, Brad.
All right, then.
Huh?
Oh, once you shot the spell, she's aware. She's not. Gonna
Okay, all right. So
I
she's
don't
not
like
completely
'em.
unaware. Then.
Yeah.
She moves
All right.
before them too, so she's good.
Oh, thank goodness.
All
I
right.
thought I was fucked.
No, their dex is +0. They got
Oh, God.
6. Yeah. I knew it was in one digit.
Let's see. Can
For once, no, I'm just kidding.
It's the only time.
I don't want to fry my piece of my piece of tech. I don't want to fry my. I mean, it's mine. It should be able to
Aren't-
withstand lightning,
No, but the vines are above her.
right?
The vine.
Your
it's different
tech
vines.
is all the way.
Well, yeah, but I kind of want to just shock all of the vines and see what happens.
Oh, you don't want to supercharge your hard drive? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm trying not to fry my hard drive. I mean,
I'm sure it's fine.
SSD.
right? Fuck.
Yeah, and that's where you have the staff.
Stick.
All right, and you're still mage handing the staff, right?
C.
Fuck. This is
Tricky?
yeah, just a little bit. How tall are the trees next to us?
Very tall. They go up past the vines. You can't the vines are so thick you can't really see the canopy. The tree stalks go up 50 feet, and then they're just encased in vines, like a mat of vines above you.
Ugh.
Mat of vines. Huh?
Ugh.
A big blanket of death.
Up above.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blinky or death? It's the best blankets.
Cake or death?
They hold you so well.
Well then, I guess I'm going to engage my light speed boots, and I'm going to run up the tree and try to hack some of the vines away from the tree where they connect with the vibration scythe.
Go ahead and give me an attack. And it'll be an athletics check to run up the tree.
Do you want, which one do you want first?
Either one, doesn't matter.
All right. Athletics is 9 plus 7. That's what, 16?
16.
Okay.
And your movement's 30, right?
30 normally, and then
Okay.
yeah.
And then you have a reach. So you can't get up to where the vines touch the trees, but you can get up enough and cut a big chunk of the vines that are above Brynn and sort of just remove them from the mat, basically. Like remove the tendrils or whatever that are coming to grab Brynn.
Okay.
Give me that attack though to see if you can get him.
Please get them.
Let's see, 17 plus 10, 27.
Yeah, it's gonna hit him.
Yay. Thanks.
Hello, Chrissy.
Hola.
Oh, what's up, Chris?
What's up, Chrissy? Welcome. Yeah, and when I'm on the ground, it doubles my movement to 60. Right.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So your movement's gonna be 60 then, not 30. So you can reach up to the top mats. We'll say, do you want to attack the mat or the ones that are hanging down to get Brynn? Because you can attack the main like mass of it, or you can attack like its sort of attack arm. Try to cut it off.
Let me ask you this, because I am moving and running up. Do I still get 2 attacks because I'm using my packed weapon? All right, then yeah, I'll use the first attack to do the ones with that are going after Brynn, and then the second attack to go for the ones up above.
Okay. Yeah, and the first attack hit.
Attacking
So go ahead and
move.
roll damage for that.
All right,
Going on death sides on
damage.
people.
Yeah. Let's see, 1d10 plus 6. And all right, so 7 plus 6, so
13.
13. Thank you.
All right, 13
Math
damage.
nerds.
13, that's more than 10. So those appendages are broken off, and the plant takes some damage from that.
Excellent.
And your
right.
second attack.
And then second attack. 15 plus 10, 25.
25. That hits.
Okay. And then d10 plus 6. That's a 7 altogether. Rolled a 1 on that one. Oh, well.
Nice.
Woo! Everything's getting lit. I think that you ran too hard, and you were like, oh, cramp. Side stitch.
The vines higher up above, they're guaranteed to be a little bit thicker, so that's not surprising.
Thick. Sorry.
Thick.
So
All right, so yeah.
You use your movement, your attack. Do you want to use your bonus action to do anything?
I'll give Brynn the Bardic Inspiration.
Woo!
Nice.
Yep.
I'm not a cat anymore.
Use it wisely. Yeah.
Aw. Do I have to?
As you run up and slice, the tendrils sort of fall onto Brynn, but there's no more movement in them. They're just sort of like a dead snake. They're just kind of falling off, and a little bit of wiggles, but no violent movement. And then you run up and you sort of slice through the top mat as you sort of start to slide back down the tree because you can't really stand on it. Vertically, you sort of slide back down, and as you are sliding down, you can see the whole mat over the thing undulate and sort of move and wiggle. And you can see the hard drive, it sort of constricts, not like it's trying to keep it from you, but just the damage sort of makes everything constrict like a muscle, and it sort of like almost blocks it off from sight, like it's sort of in the mat, not just like hanging down, drooping, because everything's tightened.
Right.
The staff is out though.
Thick and tight.
Thick and tight.
Okay.
Like my ass. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh Jesus.
Wow.
No one said it, so I figured.
That's
And that's gonna be Brynn. Actually, Brynn's up.
Woohoo! I actually get to go before them?
Yep.
Miracle. Okay. So, let's see. We've got tendrils coming down. So he got the ones that were coming at me.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So what ones are there any left that I could still
So
reach?
if you wanted to throw your axe up, you could and hit, but there's no more that are sort of reaching down at the moment. He nabbed the first ones that were making their move. On its turn, there might be more. You could hold your turn and wait for things to come down at you if you wanted to. Like you could rage, then hold your action, and basically when they came down, you'd get your 2 attacks. Or you can throw your axe twice.
I think that I'm gonna rage and hold my action because I don't like the idea of throwing my axe up in a really thick nest of vines. I feel like that's a bad idea.
You could shoot your goo. But
I'd
we're
prefer if the hard
blowing
drive
through
did not
those
end up in
charges.
that water. I don't like the look of that body down there.
Yeah.
It's please let's keep the hard drive out of there. I'd rather not have to
Yeah, I'm just
whatever.
gonna hold my turn for a little bit.
Okay.
Right. So since you held your turn, you can go ahead and use your attack actions because on its turn, like clusters of vines that were slowly reaching down, now that it's tightened and ready, are all lashing down the 50 feet. 'Cause they have 60-foot reach. They're all lashing down at you guys, one of each. Shoot. Nope. Brynn
what happened.
misses you. I don't know.
Back button. Sorry.
Does a 21 hit you, Dis?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Well,
And then a natural 1 misses you, Volsung.
well, it has a chance to hit me.
What's your AC?
My AC is a 19, but it has a chance to hit me. Blur, remember?
Yeah, but you have to use that on your turn. You haven't said that you used it. You have to use a charge, spend a charge to use it.
I thought it was passive, and then when I actually get hit, I have to expend another charge to reactivate it.
No, it's you spend a charge, activate it, and then it's passive until you rest, basically, or until it gets.
Oh shit! I would have
burned
left it
off
on
by
this whole
something.
fucking time. Live and learn. That's fine. I'll take damage.
Oh well, I just rolled again and I got a 15 again. I rolled a disadvantage. Let's see. Give me a escape DC, and that's going to be either athletics or acrobatics. And I'll just let you roll it now to get it out of the way. Cool.
10.
10. Okay. So the vines reach down and wrap around you and sort of lift you up off the ground a little bit. You're about 5 feet off the ground, and you take 11 damage.
Cool.
And it missed Volsung and missed Brynn, so that's all that happens there. But it is your turn, and you made your escape DC at a 10. So you sort of slide out of the vines, and you don't take any poison damage, but you get scraped by some thorns that are on them. So you're aware that they're not as simple as they seem. There's a little bit more to them.
Has this moved from where it's at?
It's like hanging 5 feet in the air, so you can't hit it. It's technically adjacent to you. It's within attack.
No, I mean the staff.
No.
I don't want to stop concentration.
Oh, that's actually a good point. I need you to make me a concentration check because you took damage.
Is that a con?
Yes,
what
it's
is
a Constitution saving throw. But you didn't take much damage, so you only have to beat a 10.
16.
16, yeah. So you don't lose concentration. You sort of slip out of the vines and keep your hand up, and you sort of catch it back up, and you have the spell going fine. So your action is used to get out of the thing, but you still have your bonus and your movement.
Nope. I'm good.
Okay.
And I'm going to continue moving the staff towards me so that hopefully I can do something at some point.
And you have what's the movement on it? Is it 5?
30.
It's not 5. It's 30. So you can move it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can move it right up to the like right close to you, basically. I think it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So to those lily pads guys right there.
Here?
Right there. Yeah.
Is
So
that out of the
just
water,
within-
or is that... Like, I can't tell what's shore and what's not.
The shoreline is right where you guys are, basically. And so that's... To try and grab that, you'd have to make a check, which I'd let you do. But you would be sort of reaching out to make the check. And it would be either acrobatics or athletics.
Can I aid by wrapping the whipcord around them and standing back?
So this is in initiative, so it's not your turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
This is all
19.
happening within seconds. 19. So yeah,
Gotcha.
you can reach out and you actually have grab a hold of the staff now.
Okay.
So you no longer need to concentrate on the spell.
Okay. And that's it for my
Yeah.
turn.
Then that would be Volsung next.
All right. What are the vines doing? Are they still kind of constricting? Are they looking like they're going to attack us again?
The ones that lashed out that didn't hit, so the ones that attacked at you and Brynn, they sort of struck like a snake, so they contracted back up. But the ones that hit Dis were sort of loose and hanging because they were getting ready to constrict and like completely wrap Dis up. They were getting ready to do something on their turn if they didn't get out. But it's actually pretty easy to escape these guys. It's just a matter of not failing that. But where you cut that slice up in the mat, since you did attack the mat, there's like a way you can move through, and with your boots you have 60 movement, I think, so you could actually get up above in the mat and see what's up there.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, they're not really doing much. They're still tight over where your hard drive is.
And thick.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run up to that section and see what I see up there.
All right. Give me another athletics check just to make sure you can get up the tree and through there. You're basically like trying to slide through a cut in muscle.
Right. 14 plus 7, 21.
21. Yeah. Okay. So you see Volsung run up and disappear in between the slit and the vines.
Hold on, wait.
Sloop.
So Volsung disappears in the, as you put it, slit in the vines. And then I have this comment.
It's all gonna
This
sound
comment
like
from
I say
Sai,
Yep.
where
There is no
Johnny
escaping
has, without consent, gone into Dis.
You're assuming there, though. You're assuming.
We are assuming it's Johnny, because it's funny and accurate.
In my upper half, from the front, not the mouth.
No, the tits.
So you got your movement to get up here.
Yeah.
Once you're up here, there's sort of like, now that things have tightened, it's almost like you've moved through about 5 foot of vines, and up here on the 60 feet there, you can see it's just dark, and above you there's another sort of mat, and in between, but over there's sort of like this weird, like tumorous mass of vines almost. It looks like with that glowing red light. About over the 35 feet or whatever. You can walk to get there. You're not, there's
Right.
nothing
Well, I mean, I
blocking
just
you.
used my
It's a
movement to
tight-
get up here.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Right.
you can see it, but it is still held. But you have your action. You can dash, which is double move, and your bonus action, which you have some bardic stuff. I don't know if anything will help you here, but
Let's see.
can't remember what you specialized as a bard in.
College of Whispers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Bonus action. Yeah. Nah. Neither bonus actions would help me. So I can see the hard drive from where I'm at.
It's 35 feet out, and because you have the 60-foot movement, you could technically move 35 feet out, 20 feet back, 25 feet back or whatever, right? Yeah, and then be right where you are. But that would use your action. So your bonus action would be to interact with the object to see if you could get it out. So all of everything you have would be running over there, grabbing it, and trying to run back. But you couldn't get down. You'd still be in the mat.
Right.
You are moving on vines.
Right.
4.
Okay. Yeah. Let's. Can I? So this web ring. Can I take it off the AK and put it on and use the web walk ability?
So that's going to be another. That will take your bonus action. And
okay, so
a
that
web
is
walk. This isn't web, so it wouldn't. Oh wait, that would be a. That just gives you spider walk, right? Or just
let me
say
bring
web
it up.
Walk. Because if it's a spider crawl and climbing or whatever, the spider walking, you can walk on any surface. But if it's just web walking, you can walk on webs.
Ring of web walking. Move
think
the
you had
you
spider
gain the
climb.
ability to move up and down and across vertical surfaces and upside down
it's
along
spider
ceilings. Yeah, spider climb while leaving hands free.
Oh, I have that too.
But yeah, that would be basically like you'd be changing equipment, so you would have to use your bonus action to do that, and then you wouldn't be able to grab it out.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you're walking on vines anyway, so.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not gonna worry about that then. I was just checking. So yeah, I'll dash over there and try to grab it. What do you need me to roll?
So first, we need a dexterity save. Technically, 2 of them. As you're running over there and running back, the vines that you're running on actually sense you and open. So.
Ah, they're like, fuck this bitch. Drop a
All right,
bard
so
from the
dexterity
heavens.
save. So +7. 16 plus 7. So
That makes it.
23.
The first one, you see it opening before it goes, and you have the super speed, so you just do a little hop over it real easily and land. And when your foot lands on the other side, you can feel it actually feels like solid ground. It's pretty tight. These things are relatively strong up here on this side, like the thick ones that you're running on right now.
Okay.
Give me that athletics check to try and pull it out.
All right.
See if you can get your hands on it.
19.
Oh yeah.
12
okay.
plus 7.
So you get in there, you sort of move around. You can see there's some large thorns. You sort of move around them and pull them off and pull out your hard drive. And give me the second dexterity check as you're running back.
All right. So 10.
10. All right. So as you're running back with your hard drive, what do you do with your hard drive?
I'm going to toss it into my bag of holding before anything else happens.
Okay. I guess wanted to give you that one chance. Okay, so
I appreciate that.
yeah, about right there. And when you fall and hit this, you realize that it's not water.
No.
It is Jello.
Jello.
And you basically sink in and kind of stop, and you're held, and you can instantly feel all of your skin and objects burning as you take 10.
Fuck.
Wait, hold on one second.
Acidic Jello.
10 acid damage. It's an unsentient. It's a dead giant gelatinous cube.
It's a dead giant gelatinous cube.
Technically, it's not dead. It's just not sentient like the other ones.
is
It's
like-
just a pool of it.
This is Thanksgiving all over again.
It's a puddled jelly, it's, acid thing. Yes. Okay. So how far in am I?
You're about just 5 feet in it. You've fallen, and then it's sort of like,
Okay.
what is that? Like that goop stuff that you run on. It sort of like catches you and holds you in place. But you feel like you can move around in it if you try hard enough, and you might be able to get, with half your movement, get out. And you just would have to try.
Right.
But that's all of your turn. So you take the 10 acid damage, and it goes to Brynn.
I hope
I'm
there's no
so
nudity in
confused.
this.
What is happening?
Just wait.
Is this a commercial?
Are we supposed to have sound?
No.
Okay.
No, because that'll strike us.
Exactly that. Except he goes in a little.
So
Right, 'cause I
instead
came
instead
feet
of
first.
I was gonna say instead of belly flopping, he shot feet
It's-
first and then
It's a scene from one of the Peter Sellers Pink Panther movies.
wow.
Oh, nice.
I have not seen those in forever.
I don't think I've ever
You
seen
said
that.
it's not actually water, it's Jello, so I had to.
Yeah.
Okay, so we still have the vines trying to get us. Now we have Volsung stuck in acid jello.
Glue. And the vines are still sort of moving and seem threatening. They're not. They haven't.
And
How far away from shore am I? About 15 feet?
Yeah, about 5.
Okay.
15,
Okay,
20, 15,
so-
yeah, 15 feet.
15
So-
feet, okay.
If you go the closest way.
and this is right by me, right? Like not like up in the trees or anything.
Yeah, you guys are on the ground right next to each other, sort of looking up.
All right, now that
Oh,
you know,
Brynn, we skipped over. You were holding your action when they attacked you.
Yeah.
You get 2 attacks,
sweet,
and then
Thank you.
it'll come back to your turn, so you'll get another 2 attacks if you want.
Sweet.
Because you're raging.
So,
Damage them up.
I want the biomatter fracture generator bitch
Ooh.
up. Upward. Because nobody
Shooting
else
it
is
like-
up there.
Yeah, it's 20-foot radius, so you guys are just, you guys are good. You're out of it, yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
a
Just
20-foot
straight up.
radius?
Yeah, radius. It's a fireball. Kirby turned it into a fireball.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm gonna fire that bitch straight up because fuck this thing.
Yeah.
So I guess I actually had to load it and then I have to fire it, but
Yeah.
that's fine. Oh, nat 20!
Yes.
Nat 20
Roll
plus
that.
9.
Roll that fucking beautiful beam footage.
I was wrong. That is not a 20-foot radius. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Well, it would give that one. It would be a square. Yeah, it's just a square. Close enough.
66.
66.
Yes.
Did you double it?
It did it automatically.
That did.
It's,
Oh.
yeah. Yep. There were a lot of dice that just went. It was.
Oh yeah.
It was
Yeah,
many.
I love that freaking bio. I love that fucking cannon. 66. Let me see what that adds up to. Just making sure that yes. Yeah. Okay.
Ever see Brian cry?
Yes.
So-
Yes.
Would you like to describe how you disintegrate a bunch of the forest? Jungle or whatever. And it's above you, so everything's gonna rain down on you.
Oh, great.
It
Yes.
won't be damaging anymore. It'll just be gross and smelly.
That is
And on fire.
amazing.
No, it's not on fire.
No, it's not on fire.
It'll
It's
just be
necrotic.
liquid
It's
acid
disintegrating.
radiation
and-
goop that's coming
Yeah,
down
Kind
on
of like
you that I
Argent
will.
energy from Doom.
Chernobyl shower,
Turns
thanks.
things to goop. Yeah.
Yep. More
I
shit to
can't,
climb out of. Yay.
I can't think of anything good to say other than say hello to my little friend and then firing off a giant antimatter fireball.
Little friend.
And pulls out this giant gun. Boom! Just obliterate it.
So
Yes.
This just turns to Brynn and looks worried at her. We need to talk.
So you all see Brynn just hike the gun straight up, like not even aim it up, just sort of like twirl it up real fast, and the bullet shoots off quick, and it goes up through that same place that I'm not going to say it, the place that
The
Volsung.
slit.
The same slit. Yep.
And then all of a sudden you just hear, and all of a sudden our vines above you all of a sudden start to grow green and then drift down and just. And some of the trees that were up there sort of begin to. Most of them kind of get tangled up in the other mat of the vines that didn't get eviscerated as it's trying to figure out what happened and just sort of catching things and pulling and reacting.
Oh shit! Is this part of
Yeah.
me? Is that part of me?
Volsung is in the ooze right now,
Yes.
and I'm gonna need Brynn and Dis to give me Brynn and Dis to give me dexterity checks. Volsung, you're kind of safe because everything that's gonna fall on you is just gonna get stuck in the ooze, which will help you get out. So they've actually helped you, but made a bad thing for themselves.
Jesus.
25.
That was a stealth check.
Oh, I
Dexterity
did the
save.
wrong thing. Why did I do that? But look, it was pretty. It was fine. Meh. 22.
Still really good.
It's fine.
I don't want to rain on Brynn's fucking amazing roll parade. 23.
23.
I'm okay with
So, a couple pieces come down and smash right where Dis is, and Brynn, for a moment, you literally think Dis is dead.
it. Oh my gosh.
100% dead. And then this is you know says something from behind you, and you turn and all of a sudden go like get mad, and you react and kind of catch one of the limbs that's falling down. Stop it, and then just kind of sit to the side. Don't ever scare me like that again.
Yes. It's like, how dare you scare me like that? No.
And that would
Johnny
be
was celebrating
Volsung.
your
Well,
demise.
if there's anything you want to do, you guys, it's sort of out of initiative because the mat that is threatening you is dying. There's still other mats in the area if you keep going, but I don't think you guys want to do that. Volsung, go ahead and give me a strength check to see if you can, or strength saving throw, see if you can get out of here. And you guys can assist and give him advantage.
I'm gonna give him the advantage of throwing him a rope.
Can we say that? Like, we just need to see how fucking brutal
19.
Johnny is.
19.
19.
So you
see the yay, right? The yay was
I
because you
highlighted
said
both.
Dis died, and then damn it because you lived.
Yeah. What you realize that you're in there, Johnny. So-
Yeah, Johnny, you might want Dis to
Right.
stick around.
Don't burn down the house around you. That's all I'm saying.
We think you're in Dis. We're not sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Woodrow.
So, yeah,
We're
sorry.
in this together.
19.
that was the best disc one yet. We're all in this together. That's great.
Oh my
No, it was
gosh!
not. It
If
was
I
great.
wait, if I make a shirt and I just have like
all
right
in
here in the center, it glows like just like a little orb. On the back, it just says "We're all in this together."
Volsung,
Yes.
you sort of, as this sort of throws you out a rope, the rope starts dissolving, and you sort of grab it, and it kind of pulls apart, but you manage to push off the big logs, and it gets you up enough that you can sort of kind of pull yourself out and step off. You'll take a little bit more damage from getting out, like while you're getting out.
All right.
Where is the... Okay. So, so it's 3 more. Well, I rolled low.
I
on
already
those ones.
highlighted it.
6, 12, 15 acid damage as you're kind of coming out, and you guys can smell the Volsung cooking.
Ew. You should get that looked at.
Do
As you-
like a nice hot tub.
As that happens, you see the orb go from shoot from Dis to Volsung.
Oh, it assumes you're gonna die.
And you get... Or actually, what's Prayer of Healing?
Oh yeah, we never did anything with that D4 bonus bless that we had.
Yeah.
By the
Well, that
way.
was only for a minute in that moment. It was a bless
okay.
spell. So, yeah, I would have gone away by this point anyway. It was just a hint. Let's see. You all gain plus 5. So where's my fucking D8s? Here they are. 4. I have too many dice. 10 plus 5. You all gain 15 hit points.
Yay.
Oh yay!
Dink.
I think.
I said dink.
Oh, you're like, I think.
I hit the heal button. Dink.
Gotcha.
I activate my blur.
Okay. So another charge is gone, and then so remind me when I make attacks against you that have disadvantage, because I'll forget.
Okay.
Because it's it's effect on you. So, boop boop. And so Volsung, you have your hard drive safe and sound. You guys have the staff of healing now. You can add that to your sheets at the end of the if you can find it in the things, but we'll add it on there. Make sure it's on there. And it seems like there's power in your hard drive. Whatever the alien technology has regrown in the moment, it was just enough to sort of attempt to power it in small forms. It needs to, like you said, feed and be repaired and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's done what it can on its own.
All right. So.
And as you pull it out and it sort of humps, all the ants that were on you guys move off and actually find their way into the hard drive, into the alien tech.
Oh, nice.
Because ants like computers. I know. And they like
Tech
air
ants.
conditioners. No, real
Yeah.
ants do.
Yeah, they do. They do. All right. Part of the ship.
And you notice that one of the things that have been repaired on this hard drive is camera footage, pieces of camera footage. As you're sort of looking diagnostics on your brace, you still have your bracer, right? I'm assuming it's attached always to your arm.
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of where the whip cord. That's the
Comes
connection
from?
between.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
yeah. That's what the bracer really is. The base for the whip cord. That's yeah. Or just under spikes. But yes, the bracer is always on me. So yeah, I'm gonna plug in and see if I can bring up some of the footage. See what it shows.
So it shows all the way back to arriving at the nothingness, sort of, and there's like a lot of time of the ship just sitting there. You sort of switch through the cameras. You can see Gizmo just like playing with the toys, and then he sort of sees where you are and gets interested and starts messing with the tech, and then you sort of zoom forward. You see all the stuff that we've been through, all of the chaos of traveling through dimensions, but the part that really catches you is the last bit of the explosion. You can see Gizmo and Kirby sort of on the other side of the ship, and Kirby seems to be holding onto whatever this the camera was attached to. And it sort of, as it rips off, the vehicle keeps flying off towards the crash site, and Kirby starts falling actually more towards the west, and he's sort of twisting with the camera, and you can see the cameras. He sort of lets go. They sort of start falling separate from each other when all of a sudden the ground just appears, and you see Kirby just slam into the ground and obviously die. And the camera sort of falls next to him, and you can like see his face, and there's like blood coming out of his eyes and his mouth, and he seems to be dead. When all of a sudden a golden orb comes off from the side and goes into him, as all these people sort of get up and stand around and sort of look. And these people seem to be wild elves. And there seems to be a relatively good amount of them, maybe like 10, 12, somewhere in there. And they're sort of like looking as this orb goes into him, and Kirby sort of stands up. And he's like, oh my God. And then the camera sort of cuts off, loses connection with the alien tech.
So wait, is the gold orb Kirby? I'm confused.
Okay, I relay. Did they see all this? I mean, did it? I was assuming it popped up with a little.
You could popped up,
little,
like a hollow screen. I'm assuming
a little hollow screen. All right.
I'm confused at the order of events. The golden orb came out of Kirby.
A golden orb.
Yes.
Into
Yeah, a
Kirby's
golden
dead
orb.
body.
Okay.
What color orb went into Dis and is now
Another
in me?
golden orb.
Interesting. All right. So those were the wild elves that the colony told us about.
Yeah, it looked like he landed in the middle of a village.
Poor bastard.
With all due
Alright.
respect to your ship, I think we should really investigate Kirby's untimely death
Yes.
and try to determine if it is one of permanence or not.
I wholeheartedly agree, and I believe we should talk to the wood elves and get the wild elves, and get a lay of the land, so to speak.
I also think we should skirt the Jello rather than crossing it.
Yeah,
That's a fucking
I don't
brilliant idea.
want to go in it.
So yeah,
No, it's
instead of going
it's
to the
not
east,
fun.
you're going west.
Is it to the...
Yeah, because Kirby kind of fell off to the west
I guess.
from where we were headed. So, where the rest the other components of my ship, because I found some of the alien tech.
Mhm.
The rest of the components of my ship, it's still northeast.
Yes, from where you guys are, it would be northeast. The pull to Dis would be north, and then the village, now you guys would know, would be to the west.
All right. Well, I say I say we take a detour and check out the village.
Check out the village.
Sounds good.
And maybe rest, because I'm
I
just
would like
about-
to rest, please.
I'm just about tapped out when it comes to doing
Yeah.
cool things.
Yeah, I can't rage
Right.
anymore.
So,
I mean,
as you
give it a
guys,
short rest.
You're all out of
as you
fucks.
yeah, no more. I have no more fucks to give.
Yes.
So you guys take a little trek through the jungle. You've seen some of the pit traps. What you can kind of watch out for some things here and there. Don't go near water and stay away from vines. There's lots of bugs.
Yes.
But eventually, you guys come to. You can open the map if you want of the village. It's not necessarily going to be like a fucking encounter or anything, just so you can have a little thing. And you guys come up to a path that you guys find, and there's another one of those trees that are carved, and it's all sort of grown over with vines, but you can see all of the elven faces. This one seems to be all wild elves, though, on the tree. And
Are we coming in from this way, I assume?
yeah.
Okay.
And you guys can sort of see this wall that's built up in here, and it kind of looks familiar from what you saw on the camera, because there's that ridge right there to the left, or to the right, I mean, that you guys saw on the camera. So the structure sort of seems fair, and it seems like they do some sort of mining or something over there. And it's basically a shut gate. You can see smoke rising from not just what was the fire in the middle, but there's actually smoke rising from the huts, and and sort of the smell of like ozone and stuff in the air.
I'm having fun. Are there any like lookouts or anything on this?
No.
Or none? Yeah.
Give me a perception check, because a passive 20 is not actually giving me enough for this. So I'm gonna need a check from you guys, and you can all roll.
Nope.
You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perception.
Okay, passive 20. 19 plus 10, 29.
Yeah.
How's that do?
Okay, that does it. It was a 22. So you're looking for lookouts. You guys don't see anything. It's kind of very eerie, but Volsung, you see these two child eyes peering out of the bushes by like through the fence, from behind the fence, through it at you guys. You can just see these two wild elf eyes sort of just staring at you, Volsung, and you sort of meet.
Good Lord. Oh, sweet Jesus, that was fucking terrifying. I was not expecting that.
Let's see. Do they appear to be children? Like, are they wee ones?
The one that is staring at you appears to be a child elf. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Hey, Dis. We've got tiny eyes over here. You want to make no sudden movements and perhaps see if you can talk to this wee one?
I will hold up my hand in the air in a standard greeting type gesture.
And as you... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Brynn, could you demonstrate? Yes.
As you do that, it sort of gets you get the sense that it was focusing on the crazy skull man of Volsung, and it shifts. Its eyes shift over to you, Dis, and they go wide, and it runs away. And you hear it. Dis will know what it's saying, but you all hear in Elven. It's sort of shouting something as it runs away, and the Dis, you hear it basically saying like, I'm confused. It can't be.
I'm gonna pitch my voice, and I'll assume it's Elvish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Elvish.
I'll respond in Elvish. We come in peace.
Oh my gosh.
And hold up the Vulcan symbol.
Yes. All of us do. I'm literally doing it at my blocked camera.
Wait! Don't run away.
As you do that, the gates don't open, but a female and a male elf sort of pop over the fence with spears. One with a spear, one with a bow, and in Elven they start to talk to you, Dis, or they go to, like, they're going to speak to you, and then they stop and their eyes also go wide, and they just basically say like, it can't be. Are you with them? Are you with the Lord?
What the fuck? This.
I'm having a Ghostbusters flashback when someone asks you if you're a god. You say yes. Could you be more specific?
The Lord of the High Elves.
We are
Just
travelers.
I don't mean to be rude, but you are a drow, yes? Or is this some kind of
Yes.
disguise?
No, I'm presently a drow. There was a minute in between there, but yeah.
But you don't know of the Lord.
We just got here from very far away.
You don't know that the drow have been killed off. There is no drow.
Johnny.
Well, that sounds unfortunate for my brethren. I was not nearby, so that sounds very sad. Any particular reason my race was eradicated?
Where are you from?
Far.
Far away.
We will show you hospitality if you return the favor and show no violence or hostility towards us.
Definitely not. As long as we aren't attacked, we typically do not attack. That being said, we've been given reason to believe that a friend of ours seems to have done a pancake impression in your village.
They sort of cock their head at you. The man that fell from the sky.
Yes.
The dead man who walks.
Yes.
The one who shouldn't walk but walks. That guy. Oh, we killed him.
If he is... Oh, I see. I'm afraid I have bad news. Join us inside. And they basically go down from the wall and they start to open the gate a little bit so you guys can walk in. And when you see inside, all their huts are sort of... A lot of them have been blasted out. Some of them are smoking. And there is 5 people sort of sitting around the fire besides the 2 that are including the 2 that are walking you over. So there's 3 technically. One of them's a little kid you saw. And they're sort of sitting on the logs and stuff near the fire as you guys walk over. And the chick basically says, like, I'm Nola, and this is my companion Grill. And they show you the other ones, and they say, this is Linolil and Vanas and their son Ton. Unfortunately, we're the only survivors of our village. We've already moved the dead outside. We were getting ready to do burials tonight.
What has happened here?
Your friend fell from the sky with this strange substance falling around with him. Other elves from Rashana and Felindir, they use this same sort of tech. We don't use it on our moon. But the Lord and his servants seem to be very interested in your friend. He was telling us a little bit about he came from somewhere else, some gorge. So he's lost. He was deposited in the jungle here, trying to find a home, and said that he was looking for friends that he had, a woman with a sick girl. He's hoping that maybe they had came here with him, but we didn't know of any such people. So he was getting ready to find them. We were giving him food, and that's when they came. They stormed they just were shooting everybody, and they didn't say anything. They just took them and left and destroyed our village in the process. Luckily, we were able to hide and watch, but that's really all we know.
I'm very sorry that our friend indirectly led to this befalling your people. We'll be happy to assist in any way we can, but our priority has to be finding our friend and rescuing him from these obviously malcontent people.
Well, my friend's here, and he sort of looks over at Linalil, and she's like, "You speak Undercommon, and you said you heard them say something. Would you please share?" And she kind of stands up and she's like, I think I heard them say it. I don't know, but I think they were taking your friend to Imena. It's one of the moons of Felindir. It's the closest to Rashana. It's quite a ways, and you'll need a ship to get off our moon. We don't have any sort of magic or technology that can transport.
I'm translating this to the party as we go, by the way.
Okay.
And
I
I
was
look at
about to say.
Volsung and say, so we will need to rebuild your ship to be able to get to
Yeah.
wherever they've taken Kirby.
No. Hang tough, Kirby.
Well, I mean, shit, he survived that fall. I mean,
And as you guys were going, the orb that comes out of Volsung and is sort of drifted lower to the ground by the fire, and is sort of just hovering there. And as that happens, you can see from the canopies, the cat sort of flies and darts back down, swoops around, and lands next to the ball, and sort of just like swats at it a little bit, more of like a loving pat, sort of like swipes at it, and then sort of stops and kind of looks at the fire, looks around at everybody, and just kind of like sits there for a little bit.
can you tell us what these glowing orbs are about? Our world didn't work that way. Usually. Typically.
Well, usually we fear these things, but this one seems to not be hostile. They're usually undead. They're referred to them as Willows of the Wisp. They're a soul, a lost soul. Usually at time of not being in a body, they grow dark. Yeah, so I'm assuming this one is the newly acquired this form.
We have one that has followed us for some time, and we thought that this might have been him. He seems a bit too mellow, though, to fit that.
I mean, what's he going to
When
do
you-
is a floating orb going around. So
Vibrate angrily.
When you say
Yeah, I
that out
suppose.
loud, the first sign of you saying maybe not, showing some doubt, the orb sort of like lifts up and drifts over and sort of starts doing circles, like trying to communicate. You just get the sense that it can't really do much.
Does it possess any, like, right on the ground? Shit.
It can't touch.
Oh my gosh, Ghost Rider. Ha! That is so what we're doing right now. That's amazing. Sorry. Got really excited because I just realized. I was like, why is this reminding me of something?
Okay.
my
Magically.
childhood.
Is there any language emanating from this mall?
No, but
Okay.
the kid Ton sort of stands up and says, I know we're not supposed to, but I thought it's possible to communicate with the dead. And like all their heads sort of like snap at him, and you get the sense that in their tribe or whatever, it's like very, very big no, you don't communicate with the dead, even clerically and stuff like that.
I mean,
All
Volsung,
right.
you got anything like that? I mean, I know you're not a
I
cleric.
do indeed. I just needed to confirm that they were dead. All right. So I will cast Speak with the Dead on
Before you do that, since you have
Yes.
said that that's what you're going to do, might I suggest that we maybe do it slightly outside the village if it's going to religiously offend them?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I mean,
Hey.
they did just get a bunch of their people killed, so I don't want to step on toes if we don't have.
Right. I'd
So-
rather not desecrate their village more than we already have. Sure. I mean, appreciate that. Let's.
You do know with the spell to speak to dead, specifically that to communicate with the dead in that manner, you need a body with a mouth that can physically speak.
Okay.
So
could
with this, it would be a different kind of ritual, or you'd have to maybe open yourself up to possession and like allow it, or something along those lines. But simply the speak with death spell won't work.
Johnny, you owe me your entire soul. I volunteer.
All right.
So you guys sort of step out of the village, go walk a ways into the jungle on the path, and the orb.
I hand Brynn all my shit, by the way.
Just in case.
Yes.
So the orb goes back into you, and it exercises its will on you, and in your head, you don't lose control or motor function of your body. You hear you get the feeling that it is Kirby, and that when he was completing the merge here, for some reason, it took his consciousness that was in his avatar body and the code that he was doing to find his soul, put it into his soul. So now his consciousness is in his soul and his body, just a body.
So who's puppeting your body?
I don't know.
Is it Johnny?
But according to these people, they're looking for a woman and a sick little girl.
So I'm going to say ramen.
Ramen.
Yeah.
Or Auntie Noodle and the girl.
Noodle bitch.
I mean, it's a fair guess, but I kind of would like to maybe get my body back if that's possible. If not, I can kind of stay the orb. I don't know. There's not much I can do, but I guess in spells.
Will it help you stay cohesive to stay inside one of us?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't want you to dissipate,
crazy.
Is my point.
I don't either, and I don't know what happens if I don't go back to my real body in my home. If I stay here, or if I go back into the avatar body with my soul, I don't know what's going to happen. So I got to figure that out, maybe come up with a plan. But I honestly, really scared I'm just going to not even die, just fade. It's really weird. kind of having an existential crisis right now, to be honest.
I mean, if literally everything what if I had a familiar? Could you be inside that?
I mean, if it's not smarter than me, so maybe. And you get the sense that he's trying to make you laugh.
I am laughing. I honestly do not know how intelligent a familiar is.
I think it depends on the animal. I don't know if the familiar has like a base intelligence because it's a familiar. I think it might because it's a fey creature, but I don't.
Yeah, it's a fey creature, a spirit that takes an animal form that I choose. So.
Familiar. But yeah, I can cast spells and that sort of thing. I just don't think I can physically interact with the world right now, and I can still kind of read the code. It's really hard, but I think if I'm with Volsung and he's reading the code with that bracer, I can see it.
So can we hear this conversation, or is this just between you? Okay.
It's just between
half of the conversation.
Yeah.
This is really fucking weird to listen to.
I'll tell you later.
Yes.
This takes a little bit of concentration.
Okay.
It's
go
Kirby.
ahead and do your thing.
It's Kirby.
Do your thing.
Oh.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you for telling us that.
It's also really weird, but okay.
Something else.
You would trap him.
How the hell is it Kirby? Didn't the took his... Okay.
Something else is in Kirby. The body of Kirby.
The avatar, yeah.
The reconstituted, dehydrated old man.
It's like when you make sultana, you rehydrate grapes.
It's like the onions at McDonald's.
Grapes.
Oh my gosh.
That they put on the regular hamburger.
Raisins. Ooh.
And it's looking, I think, for Noodle Bitch and for the kid that I said that we should have killed like 90 sessions ago.
Yeah, we come across that kid again. She's dead.
I did in fact say that if I get the feeling we need to kill somebody, we're never not again.
Yeah.
Well, you did call it, so interesting. So we're going to have to, in order to do anything, we're going to have to get the rest of my ship together. We are going to have to then. We should probably get your body. We should probably figure out who the fuck is in your body, looking for Noodle Bitch and the kid. So, yeah.
Well, whoever they are, they've been captured.
Right. And they've been captured by a...
some sort of high elf lord who's ruling the galaxy.
Okay. Well...
His name is Sidious. No, I'm just kidding.
The evil Sidious.
Oh, interesting. I cast Find Familiar, but I want to draw your attention to the second sentence in the description. Appearing in an unoccupied space within range, the familiar has the statistics of the chosen form, though it is a celestial, fey, or friend.
Or fiend.
Damn it! It's so tiny. Okay, fine. God damn it. I tried, Kirby. I tried. Raven.
Ooh. You hear Kirby just like, as you're like thinking of things, he's like, yeah, no.
No, yes.
Do the
Yes?
octopus. Do the octopus.
Maybe later.
Better not make me a fish. Just in your
Seahorse.
pocket. Oh, mother.
I ride the seahorse.
I don't think that works. I
Like
step
the
on a seahorse.
1970s Aquaman.
Tie a string to it and have it pull you in the water.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's an actual seahorse, right? Not like a giant seahorse. It's just a normal seahorse.
Just a tiny little seahorse.
It's a little itty
That
bitty
can't
thing.
be right. It's got to be huge.
Why? Because
can have-
it's fucking RPG.
Yeah.
A quipper is a piranha. You could have a piranha in a jar,
Yes.
casting spells.
It better be a magical jar.
I mean, Kirby's already dead, so I mean, if the fish dies, the soul just goes out, and you
And
can
have it
summon
this-
it back.
Dead fish.
Then you can whip a dead fish
Oh,
at somebody.
he'll cast animate dead.
Right. Just throw a zombie piranha in somebody's face. They'll never see that coming. We'll never see it
They
coming.
would never see. You're right about that. Zombie octopus would be way cooler, though. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
And octopuses can live outside of water.
I'll do an octopus next.
Next, crab. Are you going with crab?
I'm going with Raven.
Are you giving me crabs? No, just kidding. Raven it is. I didn't know you were taking a drink. My bad.
If anyone's giving you crabs, it's
you
John.
got close.
So a raven, sick. White raven, black raven, red raven.
I'm taking votes. Brynn?
I mean, I just go with black. Well, I think it'd be funny to do white because he's very much not.
White with black spots.
A Dalmatian?
Do you
Dalmatian
want
raven.
it to get shot out of the air?
Wait. Isn't there an owl that's like all snowy?
Yeah.
But owls aren't edgy enough. I need to really edgelord this up.
Owls aren't edgy enough? It's like Illuminati Moloch shit right there.
All right, but it has to be massive.
Yeah, it could be the biggest owl I guess there is. I mean, as long as it's still deciding an owl.
No, it needs
Go
to be
ahead.
that weird hawk thing.
The harpy eagle?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Fucked
No.
up.
That thing's fucking crazy.
I will not be
It's
scared of my own
horrifying.
familiar.
Fucking talons on that thing.
Owls
Bigger
are
than a
scary as
bear
fuck.
claw. Bigger than a bear's claw.
Bigger
Being
than a baby's
attacked by a
arm.
fucking petrodactyl, if anything.
as you summon the familiar, are you going with Owl or are you going with Raven?
Why Hawk?
The hawk I was just talking about.
That's the eagle.
Whatever the fuck it is.
I'm not going eagle. No.
Chameleon. Cockatoo.
Just slowly changes color.
Turtle.
Turtle.
Why does the turtle have to sound like Squirtle?
You could do a tarantula.
Squirtle.
It's
And I can
Dana
fuck
Carvey.
with Jemmy.
What?
We could have spider fights. I'll wrestle Jemmy. He's a tarantula. You guys
Raven.
can make bets. Damn it. Okay.
Raven. Damn it.
So as you summon the Raven, the orb sort of flies into it, and ravens can kind of talk.
Yes,
So
they
you
can.
hear it attempting to try and say words, but he hasn't figured it out yet, and it's just squawking and assimilations of words, but he'll get there. And then he mimics like the pew sound, like pew 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 of laser guns and a couple other things.
My
And
familiar is a Mong.
And as it's doing that, you see the Tressum pounce up on the fence, and then pounce up and dart down and tackle the raven. And it doesn't seem to be killing it, but it's definitely fucking with it and like patting it around and slapping it. And then you hear like, stop, 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 stop.
Oh my god.
And then you see the kid is actually in the jungle watching everything you've done. He sort of comes out of hiding, sort of.
So, is the flying cat still pestering the raven?
Yeah, just sort of pound. Like the bird's trying to fly away, but the cat can fly, so it doesn't really work. And then you hear the crow go, unfair, unbalanced.
Good.
You know what I'm gonna do? As an action, I can temporarily dismiss it into a pocket dimension,
Yep.
and then resummon it anywhere within 30 feet of me.
Yep.
So every time this thing dives at him, I can just teleport him, basically.
And then with the first time you do that, you hear it go, ha! Even the scale.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Speak with Animals on myself, and I'm gonna try to talk to the flying cat.
It
Bad
Have
kitty.
you seen? Hello.
You could just text her.
It looks at you.
Good.
Holy shit, that was amazing.
Thank you for finding our friend and chasing him to us. Have you seen any other pieces of my ship, perhaps? Any shinies?
Man, you're
Looks
like
at
a
you.
parrot about this shit.
licks the paw, brushes the hair, turns away from you for a moment, turns its head back over its shoulder at you. I don't know what that is, and turns back around.
Is it acting coy at you?
Probably.
Fucking
I mean, it's a cat. That's what cats do.
fucking cat.
I love how you called it shinies, which I don't know if it was just the people I knew in EverQuest 2, but any of the question marks on the
Yeah.
ground that you would right click and collect
Shinies.
were shinies.
Shinies.
Yeah, that wasn't just EverQuest 2. That was it was just a video game lingo thing.
Yeah. Have you seen any smoke and fires? Or a big crash, then?
It looks up in the direction of where the smoke was, but it's kind of burnt out. There's no more smoke, and it's like, you missed your chance. Turns back away.
I look in the direction of the smoldering village.
Can you be more specific? If I missed our chance?
There was one over on that way. Now this place smells like fire.
Does that mean the fire is coming closer to this area?
No, the smoke. She's talking about the smoldering huts. The village was
okay.
literally just on fire.
Right. Well, yes, there's a lot of fire around us.
She's very helpful right now.
She's a cat.
Yeah, they do their own thing. They're very aloof.
Talk to different animals. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Find a
Talk to
turtle
more
or something nice.
Find a nicer animal that's gonna actually tell me something.
learn speak with plants.
Yes.
Right. Well, I mean, I have speak with plants. I
I
almost
know.
tried that with the vines.
Instead of
that's
they were
slipping
already
inside
moving.
their slits and then allowing them to be
Wow.
blown up.
Listen, they tried
Right.
to attack
Oh,
first. They
Jesus
started that
Christ.
shit. So, is there
They unconsented first.
is there a freshly made clearing in the forest near here?
Yeah, something fell. Something big and loud.
Yep.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Kirby.
And can you tell us where from this area that was?
Through the jungle or through the trees that way, sort of points. It flies up and sort of like with its tail, kind of like points.
Okay.
Same direction you guys were headed, but it's at a different angle, basically, because you're in a different spot.
Right.
She says that it did scatter some things across the jungle, but nothing that interests her except the shiny orb.
Shiny orb.
No,
That was
that also
that was our
fell out of the sky.
was our friend. We have to find our other friend and the rest of my ship so we can
I mean,
find our friend's body. So,
what do you? I was there. What do you have? I have information you want. What are you gonna give me?
I have some jerkified meat.
Yeah, I like my my meat wet. Thank you very much.
Ah, well, well that
Look at the
Doesn't-
screen real quick.
That was quick.
I mean, it's what I do.
I know.
I'm gonna end up changing up our Dice Dames and Dudes logo a little bit for season 2, but that's the general idea.
Nice. It looks good.
Like it. Hey, Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
While we take a rest, since we need to take a rest, why don't you go scout and see if you can find pieces of the ship? This is telepathically, or just fucking out loud, since you can understand.
Let's say you can. Yeah, you can also. You speak telepathic because it's a familiar. But yeah, you could. Yeah, do whatever.
Yeah, so basically pieces of the ship. If you can bring them back, do so. If they're too heavy for you to carry, since you can complete actions on your own, then just make note of where they're at, so we can retrieve them once we wake.
Yeah, I have an odd sensation to go find things that are shiny. So yeah, I think I could do that. I'm pretty refreshed.
I feel like I could probably find shinies. Yeah, shiny.
And he's not stupid, so it's not like it's gonna be a crow bringing back just whatever. It's gonna be
Yeah,
shit.
Right.
foil
The ship
wrappers and
needs-
shit.
He's like, I brought you back shiny. Why are you angry?
There's a fucking clamshell. This fucking sick ass snake bone.
See how badass this is?
look
This
at all
fucking-
this cool stuff.
I got this super fucking cool spoon. I don't know if you saw that
Super
shit.
Bottle cap. What the
Oh
fuck?
man, the spoon was lit. It's like, what the fuck?
Look what I can do with it. He grabs it, starts digging a hole.
Yeah, look at the spoon hole.
There's been
And
a lot of weird phrases tonight.
Yes,
Yeah.
one of them being, "We're in this together."
dick bitch.
So the cat had asked me, the flying cat had asked me a question.
What's in it for her?
Since you don't want jerkified meat, what can I offer you? Is there anything that you require?
Warship.
Fuck, that is a cat. That is a motherfucking cat.
Can I borrow
Holy
your big
shit.
gun for a second?
I walk
Brynn?
over and
No.
And it just starts purring and just like.
and I start petting the
Real
cat.
loud.
Pick up the cat and hold the cat and you know.
You get the feeling that you're not going to be able to do anything for this long rest except sleep and pet that cat. But yeah, it'll lead you to the crash wreck.
Excellent.
Is there anything you guys want to do before we wind down and get the rest over with?
Since my rest is half their rest, I'm going to spend the first half of their rest helping put out the fire and make right what I can in the village.
Okay. So they'll actually help have you help them like dig the holes and stuff that they're gonna bury people in, stuff like that. They'll do all like the ritualistic stuff, just because they're wild elves and and you're drow, and it's not. They actually you don't get the sense that they dislike drow. There's no hatred or fear towards drow. It's just the drow. They died off from some sort of disease, yeah. And so you get the sense that might be strange when you get to civilization.
Yeah.
You can disguise. You can disguise yourself and shit. Ugh.
Yes, I have alter self, so yeah.
Okay.
And they'll also give you rations. They have their own style of jerkified stuff. It'd be mostly fish, though, and like some weird fermented eggs from like chicken type things. But yeah, you get travel food.
Not buried for 100 years and turned black, right?
No, not black eggs. No, I was thinking about it. I really, really thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. It crossed my mind. But no, they're just like hard boiled eggs, kind of, but they're like preserved.
Okay.
But they're not black, and they taste great actually. Little salty, little peppery, savory.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to do whatever I can to assist the village. And if they need something we have within reason, I'll see what I can do. But I assume that we can take care of that after.
Okay.
Like next time.
So yeah, this will probably be a good place to wind down unless there's anything anyone wants to get done while we're here at this spot. We could say like the rest happens, and if there's something you want to get done before so you don't forget, we can go ahead and get that cleared up. Or
I'm gonna check on the. Well, I mean, I guess I'm probably still holding the no, I'm holding the cat. So the piece of tech that I have one arm, and
I feel I must be.
I talked to the ants. Hey, can you guys take a look at the tech and like see if I can get anything? What's going on with the regeneration bit, and see if I can get some kind of synchronicity with the my bracer.
The ants basically ask you for permission to just to start playing with shit, and they start investigating. One of them stays on your bracer and is sort of looking at like the panels, and like you can see it like biting at wires and stuff and moving them, but not like unplugging them or anything like that. It's just sort of like touching them and playing with them. Yeah, and then the other ones are kind of doing the same thing, but they disappear into the hard drive, into like the weird alien tech. Kind of looks almost hive-like as it's growing out anyway, almost comb-like. Yeah. So they're at work doing that.
I'm going to mage hand Luke's cat so that he can do other things. No, I meant
the cat's just like, I don't like it.
Petting it.
As soon as the magic hand, because they're magical creatures, so it actually senses the magic for a moment. And as it does that, it almost does that thing owls do, where their head goes back, their back goes back, and their wings open. Except it's a cat,
it's
so
like,
it's pushing its back against him with all of its legs, and its wings open and go. And you can almost for a second not see Luke's body, just his face sort of popping over the cat. And as the hand sort of starts to scritch and scratch, the wings go down and adjust, and the cat like, oh yeah, no, that's.
Oh wait, okay, this is okay.
Yeah, and then it lays really back down and just lets you do it and starts purring again.
So you can actually rest.
And I was gonna say the only thing I can think of is really just RP wise for me, but because of everything that's happening and the fact that like we just Brynn kind of happened to face the fact that not only I'm still trying to process getting pulled out of the other realm, but the fact that here like all of Dis's kind are basically completely gone. So when I'm trying to rest, I'm not. Like, I'm tossing and turning a lot until Dis finally is done with what they're doing and goes to rest. And then I finally kind of settle down, and I just kind of like not like I'm gonna cuddle up, but like lay down since Dis is there and just kind of like scoot a little closer. And then I'm like, okay.
So yeah, you sort of are tossing and turning, and then when Agdis is out doing and helping, she comes back and sort of sits down and goes into her trance. Do you sit down for your trance? Do you like lay down and sleep, or like how do you?
I can do either. Up until this point, I've kind of sat in the meditative pose, but I can do that laying on my back.
Well, no, it works. If you sit in the meditative pose like next to me, and then I just kind of like in a stretch, lean up, crane my neck up, and then put it down on your lap, and then just go back to sleep and actually get sleep.
Okay.
Yep.
Can the wild elves understand me?
So they don't speak common, but if you talked to them, they could kind of understand most of what you're saying. There might be.
I'll just translate for you. It's fine.
Okay, before you.
Because I was staying up for the first half and going to sleep for the second half. So.
Can you ask them about refining this sap, please?
Sure.
Thank you. I was like, please don't forget about the sap.
I like how Kirby's like, is there anything else that you want to do? Is there,
anything
at all?
I was looking through my inventory here.
That was to let you guys do whatever you wanted to for the thing. That actually wasn't. I'd forgotten about the sap until someone brought it up, and I was like, oh, thank God.
I've been looking at the other stuff that I have in here as well, in regards to the sap and whatnot. So yeah.
So I'll take the water skin of sap and tell them we encountered ants that were able to speak to us. We assisted them with something, and they gave us this and said that your people knew how to turn it into something that would heal.
When you show one of the wild elves that and talk to them, they say like some elven word like means basically translates to thinking ant. And they're like, oh, you ran into the thinking ants. And
yes.
They gave you sap. Usually it takes a lot to harvest this. They're very smart creatures. And if they don't want you to get their sap, they can be very annoying. And
they offered it freely to honestly do something that we were planning on doing anyway. So and then they assisted us with it. So
yeah,
This is a win-win-win-win-win-win.
Sounds like you looked out there.
And they sent some of them with us. So.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, we've seen the scouts around our camps before, but usually if they realize you've seen them, they leave.
Are they able to speak with you as well? I used magic to be able to speak with them. Otherwise, I don't think we would have been able to communicate as clearly.
There have been some of our, before it was just us, we used to have shamans with more knowledge, and they used to farm them. We had farms of them, but since then we've sort of had to harvest it more in a more wild way, using smoke and stuff like that.
I see. So is the knowledge of being able to turn this into something of a healing nature, is that something that takes a great amount of time, or?
With the right components, it could take about a day. But it's a matter of oiling it down, and to do that you need a lot of heat, and you'll need to add either some kind of oil or water, some other liquid, and reduce it, and then add a couple herbs and let it sit. But we can give you the herbs. We have some prepared.
I think that would probably be the best way to go, considering after we take our rest, it's likely we'll need to continue our journey to be able to get to the body of our friend.
I would hate to ask something from you, but we are in need of some of this sap. Would we be able to trade? We don't need much, just need a little bit. But we're probably going to be moving too from here. We're going to probably go find one of the other villages if we can, and we'll need sap to get through the jungle in case we get injured.
I'll discuss it with my party, guys. They want. But hold on, I hold on our party. How much were you thinking?
You mean in terms of like uses or whatever?
Yeah.
Like how many uses? So you would have had like 4 uses, and this will basically bring you down to 3. They want a use of it.
Okay.
Because they're not going to make like healing potions. They're making like a salve, so they'll just need less. They're making like
Okay.
band-aids. You guys are making superpower potions.
Right.
But yeah, so you'll basically take one use away. So when Volsung makes them, if he completes all of them without fucking any up, you guys will each have a really powerful potent potion.
I'm
Kind of
trading
like
a
those
little bit
elven
of this.
spirits.
Yeah, I'm trading a little bit of this stuff for the herbs that will let us make it, and they're going to tell me how to make it, but it takes a day to cook, so
Sounds fair to me.
we'll
Yeah,
do it
they
when
can-
we
I'm
get to
okay with
someplace. Okay.
They
Can
can
they-
sort of go over the process with you and Volsung too. With
I
you
was about to say,
translating, you
can
guys
we
kinda-
can we transcribe it down into my tome of my Secrets of the Old Brew book?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So
I
you
know
can
how to
put
write?
sentient. What was it? Sentient swarm sap.
Yeah.
Recipe.
Yeah, I have that in my my bag of holding.
And they do warn you that it's a very powerful hallucinogen if you don't reduce it, boil that out.
They say you'll be tripping balls.
For a long time, ayahuasca level.
It's good to know. Might keep just a wee bit of it. Anyway,
Put a little bit on my dagger.
You guys can use it that way too. You don't have to make potions out of it.
We'll decide later.
And if you use it for poisons and stuff, you'll have more uses than if you're. Because I was going off of potion uses, because you need a lot to
Right.
make a potion. If you're going to use it as a hallucinogen, you got a little more room to play.
Well, we'll take the knowledge now and pay them for the knowledge now and then make the decision. Can they teach us both?
No, the hallucinogen you don't have to learn. It's just you raw.
That's just
yeah,
how
it's
it
just
is.
raw.
Yeah. It's
You
like
just
licking
lick
toes,
it.
baby.
Yeah. That's the exact thing I was thinking. Just lick it.
Except it's more like eating resin, eating that black gold. I don't know if Luke's ever accidentally gotten that shit in his mouth.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Yeah, weed resin.
Hopefully,
sucks.
I mean, if it tastes like that, we might as well just make it into a healing potion. Holy fuck! Because you'll be puking your guts up for a little bit after. Yeah, just a little bit. Yep. But
Oh my
yeah,
God.
Okay.
so yeah, absolutely. Share it with them. This is completely fine.
And
Yeah.
because you made the deal with the cat, you have a guide.
Excellent.
Oh, awesome. Oh, and before Kirby flies off to hunt the parts, I am going to let him know that if he encounters actual danger, to return.
I think the familiar. I don't know, but I think it can move back to you, or do you have to do that?
What do you mean?
Oh, I think you have to do that. Never mind. Like when
It
you
can't
make
teleport
disappear.
back to me.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure.
It's entirely by my will, but I'm making sure to state it clearly what I want him to do, especially
Gotcha.
if he encounters danger, because since the body is my familiar, it can't decide to not do what I'm telling it to do. So that's why I'm
Exactly,
saying
yeah.
if there's a danger, come back. Because I don't
'Cause
want
given
Kirby
Kirby-
deciding. Yeah.
It would be a contested roll, so it'd be Kirby versus the thing. But Kirby doesn't want to die either because he doesn't know what's going to happen if the bird dies, and then it gets teleported to the Fey realm, and then his spirit is it in the Fey realm? Is it pop back? He's not going to try and die.
Plane shift. We gotta go
Yeah.
retrieve him. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Dope.
That.
But yeah.
Cool.
Basically,
I'm
you guys
hitting long
wind
rest.
down. Nice. Yeah, you guys can hit your long rest. You guys wake up, take care of the little bit that you have to do, and we can basically pick up there next time on the next episode of Dice Names and Dudes.
Awesome.
Oh, so I don't forget.
Where is the long rest?
It's at the top.
It's at the
Up
top. Where like your name is, go all the way up where it's got the darker bar and the red boxes.
Yeah. Share,
short
long
rest, long rest. Across, like directly across from your name.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
Yep.
recast Blur once I wake.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Spend a charge. Now you're fucking good to go.
I'm blurry, but I'm also cold steamy. That looks awesome.
Boom. Yeah, so thank
fire.
you. Yes. Fire flame. Finger. Anyway. Thank you everybody who hung out and watched. You guys are epic as always.
Oh, does the town have a shower?
No,
I'm
because
already
we have a
asleep.
pre-
Sorry. We're already sleeping. It's already
Damn
We've
it.
already passed that. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out with us and helping us through, I guess, what is officially the first, because last time was session 0.
Last time, so we didn't do a lot of the session 0 stuff last time. We did it in our untelevised session 0. So what I'm gonna say is, last time was session 1. That's why in the
Okay, so this
in
is
the
2.
thumbnail
Gotcha.
I made this 2.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much. Do not forget, please, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Valkyrie. And keep coming back every week for the chance to kind of help us influence what we decide we're going to do for merch. Because, yeah, that we're in disc together is happening as soon as I redesign the
logo.
The logo. Yeah, once I redesign the logo to fit with this season, that will be up on our store and in the Dice Dames and Dudes section.
We sent
But yeah.
Johnny that shirt, right?
Mhm.
Awesome.
We sure did, because Johnny drew a badass shirt for season 1 of his character telling us all where we could stick it as he died.
And the stake in the back and the...
Yeah,
No.
you forgot dis and all of that is on there. So, and we are finishing up getting artwork done for all of the characters that will be relevant to what this season is, and those will all be on their own individual shirts as well. So please make sure that you check it out.
And maybe
And
a
yeah.
group shirt.
Yep, we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We love you all, and we hope that you will all come back and hang out with us next week.
Next.
And until then, see you later.
Later.